Good morning, guys. How you guys doing? It's me, Jay, and we here with Real Talk with Jay. So on my right hand side, I got a empty chair. Say good morning to the chair.
Good morning, chair.
And on the one, twos, and threes, I got Dave on.
Yo,
What's going on, Dev?
my stomach kind of hurts.
Why your stomach hurt, man?
Have you ever like stayed up for a long period of time and okay, the scenario is not going to make sense unless I just say what actually happened. So I was in Tampa,
Mm-hmm.
and usually on a long trip, I'll have something to eat, something to drink
Mm-hmm.
on the ride. Partially because I know I'll get hungry because it's like 3 hours, and partially just as a form of keeping me awake. Because I drove late, so I had something to eat on the way. And then I stayed up and was working on some stuff at home. And then I came here, and on the way here, I had something again to eat for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that little bit for breakfast was too much because I figured we're gonna be on the air for 3 hours, so I'm gonna get hungry. Might as well
Mm-hmm.
eat something now.
Right.
But that was kind of a mistake. I should have just waited till after the show.
Ah,
But
so
I'll be alright. I'll get over it. I got some water, some Gatorade over here. I'll be alright.
you saying you got the bubble guts?
It's not that severe. It's more like a stiffness. You ever feel just heavy, like you feel full?
Oh man,
You
that's
know,
the worst. Just
that's how I feel. I feel just sluggish a little bit,
I hate that.
like when your car needs an oil change.
Mm.
That's what it feels like.
Holy shit. Yeah. I'm about to go live on my Facebook. Cause yeah. So man, what you do this weekend, bro?
Um, yeah. Last night I went to Tampa for a party. Or no, the night before I went to Tampa for a little Halloween get together,
Mm-hmm.
at my friend's place. And then hung out for a little bit and came back, and that was pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, not a crazy weekend. And that's probably the most that I'll do for Halloween because I'm not really a Halloween person. I missed a show that was going on here locally that if I wouldn't go to that party, I would have loved to have gone to, but it's all right.
Yeah, downtown, Fort Pierce, Stewart was busy. I didn't attend any of the festivities downtown, but me and James, we did go to the game, the Vero and Treasure Coast game. It was pretty nice, man. It was pretty nice.
And what were the results?
Uh, the Treasure Coast won.
Really?
Yeah, Treasure Coast won.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, James probably not happy about that one.
No, he is. He's from the Treasure Coast.
I know, but he was rooting for Santen though, wasn't he?
I know.
But he's kind of obligated to.
Good morning, sis. Yeah, yeah. So we'll talk about it on Friday. But shit, man, yesterday was a lot of no, well, Halloween weekend was a lot of honest football wise. There was an interesting Sunday, man. All the teams that I thought that were supposed to win, they didn't win. Stan, Cuzzo, what's going on, man? Good morning. Jermaine, what's good, bro? We in here. I want to say good morning. Um, we streaming live on the Real Talk with Jay on a Facebook. So if you guys want to go on there, or you can stay on here with me. I'd rather you stay on here with me. But you can go to Real Talk with Jay and tagged up on King's Radio and tag my personal if you want to see the cool backgrounds and stuff like that that Devin got. But yeah, the Cowboys came off like I thought they were going to. I'm gonna just get the sports out the way real quick. Buffalo Bills beat the Buccaneers 24-18, which was expected. The Patriots lost to the Dolphins 31-17, which was expected. The Giants beat the sorry. The Jets beat the Giants, which we're thinking. 13-10, man. We got to get it together, man. We got to get it together over there in New York. Then you got the Jaguars. They beat the Steelers 2010. The Falcons beat the Titans. No, well, the Titans beat the Falcons 28 to 23. The Texans and the Panthers. The Panthers won finally, 15-3. The Cowboys won 43.
I caught that.
Yeah, Jermaine, the Bears went down hard. The Bears went down hard. I'm gonna get to him, Jermaine. Don't worry about it, bro. I got you, son. All right. Now the Vikings beat the Packers. It was expected. The Saints and the Colts, 38-27, expected. The Eagles beat the Commanders, 38-31, expected. The Seahawks beat the Browns. I didn't expect that, 24-20. Baltimore Ravens beat the Cardinals, 31-24. The Kansas City Chiefs lost. That's the one that got me yesterday. Okay, they lost to the Broncos, 24-9. That was unexpected. And then the Bengals beat the 49ers, 31-17. That right there was definitely not expected. And then the Chargers beat up on Jermaine's Bears, 30-13. What's going on, Prince? Dang. Don't worry about it, bro. Giants is struggling too, man. So I can't be up here talking no shit about nobody's team right now. Except for the Cowboys, of course. Except for the Cowboys. Mm-mm-mm. Shit. So what was you doing in Tampa, bro?
Just that party.
Yo.
I have a couple. Like one of my best friends lives over there, from way back when I lived in over there for middle school, and I still go back every once in a while, a few times a year.
Okay.
Try to visit, hang out, catch up, whatnot. And they like to throw parties. They always are like of their friend group and stuff. They're usually the ones that throw in parties for most of the holidays and whatever occasion they can make an excuse for a party for. And so I also didn't see her for her birthday, so I needed to had to give her some gifts that I was holding on to from that.
Okay.
So it was kind of a combo visit.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. But, oh, man. Let me see something real quick, man. I want to dive into the weekend, but it's just funny ass news, dog. I was just in the car, and I think last week in Port St. Lucie, probably had one of the funniest bank robberies. A 75-year-old man.
Yeah, you sent me the topics list for today,
Yeah.
and I saw that, and I didn't want to look into it because I wanted you to tell me.
That's why I said it. I wish I would look into him. So,
I wanted you to lay out the events for me.
This dude walked into a Wells Fargo out here in Port St. Lucie with a note, gave it to the teller. They told her.
I only know of a couple of Wells Fargo, so it'd be pretty easy to narrow it down.
Yeah. Told her to put $10,000 in the bag. He gonna fill up the place. The whole time it was I think a off-duty officer in the drive-through. She slid the note to the officer. Before he get out, they had the whole bank surrounded. Specific? Why would you ask for a specific amount? $10,000, man. $10,000 ain't nothing. You already 75 years old.
Man, probably because I don't know. Like maybe he thought a smaller amount would be easier to get away with.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I think robbing banks, the time for robbing banks is over. The prime time for the golden era of robbing banks. That shit's over because now they don't the tellers, they either don't got the information to get it, or even if they do, whatever they're gonna give you is gonna have those like exploding ink things in it that ruins it. It's like, or they got the silent alarm that's police gonna pull up. They have so many precautions that just like, I feel like it's impossible. Yeah. The only bank theft you could really do nowadays would have to be like digital,
Mm-hmm.
like in person bank theft, bank robbery. I feel like it's just not. We ain't in the old west. You ain't gonna rob trains and take all their gold and shit, right? I mean, like we ain't robbing horse and carriages with all the money in it.
right. That is
We in the 21st century.
but you gotta understand though, bro. He's 75.
He probably thinking it's still the old west.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He is 75. He's like, yo, dementia probably kicked in. He was like, you know what? I got to work a couple of times.
You got the silver dollars.
Please.
I want 10,000 in silver dollars.
Oh, shit. That shit is crazy, man.
I want $10,000 in commemorative 9/11 coins.
Mm-mm.
Imagine.
But, hold up. You may say give away a whole team. With every team, it's first pick. I don't know, Jermaine. Your team is I don't know, man. Your team and my team is on the same boat, bro. On the same boat.
It's looking overcast over in Stewart today.
Mm-hmm.
This morning.
I know. Look at that. I need to wear an umbrella right now, bro. But man,
my boy Mike Farrow, shout out. He's a local country and blues musician. Gigs all over the place, and he started playing at a place over in downtown Stewart. I think it's Stewart. There's a Jensen. The Cafe Martier.
let's do it.
That's Stewart.
Yep.
I think that's over in this circle where this is at.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Yeah, he started playing there every other Saturday.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
That's what's up, man. But bro, the Halloween costumes this year.
What about him? What you been seeing most? I see a lot of. It's all Barbie stuff. That's one of the big ones.
A lot of Barbie. Seen a lot of thieves.
Thieves? Just straight criminals?
The criminals with a bag said dollar sign. Secure the bag.
I don't think that was a costume.
Oh my God. See that. Oh, I want to big up La. Big up to the beard, Mr. Matt himself. Should be here this week sometimes, man. I mean, La went out. She got dressed up. No.
What'd she dress up as?
I don't know. She had this cape on, 2 different color wig. I don't know what character that was, but.
Do you dress up for Halloween?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Do you do anything for Halloween?
I just worked.
You just work?
Just worked.
Well, I mean, in general, do you usually do something for Halloween?
When the kids was little, we went out trick-or-treating, even at the shop. We
Pass
give
out
out
candy
and stuff like that. Yeah. But getting dressed up, it's been a minute since I got dressed up. It's been a minute.
Growing up, my family was always kind of against Halloween a little bit, just for like religious reasons.
Mm.
I never really cared one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
I was never like the kid. I never had like FOMO.
Mm-hmm.
I never was pissed about missing out because I just kind of didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
But until I got older, when I was old enough to like go to parties and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
that's when I started caring a little bit. Because I don't really care about trick or treating and like dressing up, but going out to fun parties and hanging out with friends, that's always a fun time.
Mm.
So that I enjoy. But as a kid, my grandma always she didn't support like kids in the family trick or treating, but she would prepare candy for kids that would come by, other kids.
Mm-hmm.
And what she would do is she would get little baggies with like a little handful of candy of like a variety, and she would print out Bible verses on stickers and put them on the bags. And she would do a different verse every year, so it was always like the same one.
Mm-hmm.
Like every kid would get the same one, but it would be a different thing every year.
Okay.
So there was a lot of years of doing that
All right.
and just hanging out at home.
Mm. And did you find it worth dressing up?
Well, I didn't dress up.
Just like participating? Because it's like,
I just did the handing out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I got to the point where it's just like, okay, it's to me it's mostly for the kids, but the grown ups seems to be winning
Uh-uh.
on that note. It seems to be winning. So shoot,
I don't know. I feel like Halloween is it. It appeals to kids and adults alike,
mm,
but for slightly different reasons. You know?
man, they was out here getting bent. I didn't. My thing is, I just it's just like downtown was like packed everywhere. I actually
Look at
worked.
that.
Yeah, I was working down south this weekend, so I didn't. I just heard the festivities was good out here. It was straight. Nothing crazy happened.
Glad it was good over here
Yeah, nothing crazy
because
happened.
it was crazy over in
And,
Ybor.
oh man, dude. Yeah, that's what I want to get into today, man.
Let's get into that.
All these damn shootings, dog. Like they said, it was more shootings this year than days in the year, bro. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
More shootings than days in the year
In
so
the
far?
year so far,
That's crazy.
man. That shit is off the hook. Let me see. It says here, if you look up, like last night, I did a little bit of research on my Google. All right, they got the mass shooting in the U.S. Right, 11 killed in mass shooting this weekend. What do you think is causing all this, man? That's that happened in
That's a
Tampa.
deep question. That's a deep question that people have been trying to figure out for like
Mm.
20 years.
Hey guys on live, man, help me out. Help me out. Let me know. What do you guys think is causing these mass shootings, man? Let me get some input on why you think all this shit is happening, man. Because you gotta understand this shit somehow. Anybody that has any opinions on what they think is happening with these mass shootings, please let me know. What up, Jay? Jay Thompson, DJ All Star. What's good? Good morning, bro. So yeah, yo, what do you think? What do you think it is? Cause it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. And then I did some research on my own. I've been doing research, dog. Been doing some research and find out that most of these mass shootings likely happens in electoral years where
Yeah, that's not surprising actually.
so my question is
I feel like
are those shootings really like accidental or are they not? Or what's the motivation behind them?
well, if someone sets out to go shoot people, that's not accidental for sure.
No, I'm saying like the motivation behind those.
Yeah,
Most
well,
of
there's
them.
always an uptick in anything, any type of. If there's a political motivation behind it, that always upticks around elections for sure. I've seen that. I've just learned that in the last two elections that I've been alive for.
Mhm.
The last two major ones I've been alive for.
You just not that.
That just keeps happening. It's a cycle.
Is it conspiracy theories? I don't know.
I do like me some conspiracies, but I don't think Facebook likes those.
Oh, it's not a conspiracy. I just say
Zuckerberg don't like people coming up with their own
I'm-
conclusions on things.
I'm not coming up with it. I'm asking. You hear me ask a question?
Yeah.
What do y'all think? I'm trying to get other people's input.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just telling you the research that I've done.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a conspiracy. It's just saying.
I'm just saying Facebook did.
Around, yeah, well,
Facebook don't like that sometimes.
It's okay. The Facebook will be just fine. So, like, Let me see.
Well, you know
That
what I'm saying that because you know what happened like all throughout, like uh, COVID, right?
mm,
Like lots of people kept getting posts taken down or whatever the case is because they would have questions or theories or whatever regarding the pandemic, and
mm,
so they would censor people based off misinformation, even though like or if it was about the vaccine or like there's so many things.
mm-hmm.
Facebook just doesn't like people asking questions. It seems like
It's crazy. Like they said, this weekend was like at least. Yeah, this other one right here has like 6 people killed, 40 injured.
Well, the big one was Ebor. That was like that was like
22, 23. Yeah, that's in Indiana. That's in Indianapolis.
it was only a couple people that died, and then like like a dozen or so that were
Mm,
hurt
yeah, man.
because it was like a gang related shootout.
They got
So I don't have
Indianapolis.
all the facts in front of me. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't research that deep, but I was watching just in passing. I was watching a YouTuber that's based out of Tampa talk about it because he said he was there for it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, it started out as like a fight or something. Like okay, so let me set the scene. First off, it was like early in the morning, late at night time where clubs are all closed,
Mm-hmm.
so everybody's spilling out in the streets, right? And so something sparked off where there was a fight between
That's the one in Tampa.
yeah
Yeah.
Ebor, and
Mm-hmm.
so um something popped off between like rival gang members or something,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that became a shootout in this crowd of people. And 2 people died.
Yeah, 14. One of them 14 years
One of them
old.
was 14 years old. And then there was like a dozen plus that were injured.
Mm-mm. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. And then it goes
I kind of
back.
want to know what's a 14-year-old doing out in Ybor
I
at 3 a.m.
just about to ask that. Like, when I read that, I was like,
Like, okay, it's tragic they died.
Mm-hmm.
But if we just compartmentalize that for a second and put it to the side, why is this 14-year-old out
Wow.
at 3 a.m. in Ybor
Yes.
coming out of the clubs and stuff? That's not. That
Yeah.
don't make sense to me.
Miss Tucker, Safont, what's good? Good morning. That's the question right there, dog. Like, if anybody has an opinion on these shootings and what you think is the motive is behind all these shootings, and where we at, man? Because it's like that shit is like it's crazy.
I think it's a combination of things that we've already talked about with when Uncle Rob was here.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a combination of two things that vary from case to case, but it's the two things that play a big part in it, and the degree to which each one
Mm-hmm.
affects is based on each situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's young people's lack of value for life
Mm-hmm.
because they just don't hold the concept of life in high regard.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is kind of a broad thing to say. We could get into it more if you want, but mental health. And I think people's mental and emotional health, especially of young people, is very off the charts bad. You know, I would say in America, but I think in first world countries in general. And I think there's a lot of reasons for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think one of them being almost, well, I'm speculating, but I think it's just because in first world countries we have it so easy that we almost devolve into creating problems. You know?
You saying we have it easy?
Yeah. Well, first world countries in general, like the U.S., UK, Australia, New Zealand, like all these like countries that you could think of as like, and a lot of other European ones that you think of as like places you'd want to live.
Mm-hmm.
Canada, even. I feel like Now America is the one that has all the gun violence, but if you even if you take away the gun violence aspect of it,
In other countries, they be trying to bomb shit.
yeah.
We shoot people over here. They over there like
But I think that's more.
blowing up buildings and everything.
I think a lot of that is more like mostly political or religious extremism.
Mm.
Whereas in first world countries, our issues are we have so few problems that I think human nature wants to solve problems,
He said we create
right?
our own problems.
And when we have no problems to solve, we start creating problems to solve.
It kind of makes sense.
I feel like maybe not individually, we don't think about it like that,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like as a hive mind on a bigger scale,
He said we got it so good that we have to create the bullshit.
yeah, I think so.
Uh,
I think that's why people get caught up and so invested and so offended
mm.
over like little things
Yeah.
that don't ultimately matter because their life in the grand scheme of things is so good
Mm-hmm.
that because people are problem solvers in general,
Okay.
like in our DNA,
Mm-hmm.
they're looking for shit. They're looking for okay, all of my main problem I have a roof over my head. I have food, I have water. My major concerns for life are set.
Your main necessity is met.
My main necessities are met. So I got to
Okay.
start looking for the next thing down in the priority list,
Okay.
you know? So I think that's a thing
Uh-huh.
in a lot of first world countries that we deal with.
Guys, what do you think? You agree with Devin? You think we out here messing up our own environment because we got it too good and we bored and we create our own problems? Is that what we doing? Let me know. What's going on? Tuck, Dania, Stanley. Let me get you guys' opinion on what's going on in this world, yo. What you guys think about these shootings and how you think? What's the first step to going about trying to fix them?
Let me ask you this: what's your opinion on? Because I know what I have to say about it. What's your opinion on people's arguments or just the whole conversation on gun control stuff?
On gun control?
Yeah, because every time these shootings happen, it reignites the argument of, oh, we need gun reform and take away guns.
That's like saying they're taking drugs off the street, first of all. They're not controlling no guns.
Right.
That's just not going to happen. Let's be realistic about it. They make more money off these guns than anything, dog. It's like saying they're going to shut down Walgreens like and CVS. Dougie Doug, what's up, man? Yeah, it's like they talk about shutting down Walgreens. All that's like you said. The problem is that we ain't got no problems. So they're gonna go to gun control, just like drugs. We got how long we've been having the war on drugs since Reagan. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get drugs off the street.
Longer than I've been
Drugs
alive to do drugs.
We've been having a war on drugs, and we have more new drugs now than we did back in the day. Like,
Right.
Make the older drugs look stupid.
And
I don't
also,
understand it, yo.
also in the war on drugs, the drugs are winning.
That, hands down. Just saying hands down, man.
We started legalizing so much shit.
Across
the
war,
country.
like you said, the war on drugs is so bad that they're legalizing drugs.
The drugs are winning.
Yeah, that was supposed to be.
Which I think in some cases is
losing.
I think in some cases is a good thing
yeah.
from case to case, drug to drug basis.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause like marijuana, that's crazy. The fact that it was illegal in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Some drugs, like, because I'm a little bit of a like, do what you want to do as long as you're not hurting other people type of person. So I sort of feel like, hey, if you personally can be a functioning drug addict, like if you do heroin every day, but you still have a productive life, that's none of my business.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you're going to do. But that's not every person that does heroin. I feel like most people who do heroin probably are not like that.
No.
So I feel like it's like, what do you do about it? About drug epidemics and stuff like that. People who actually have addiction and stuff. Because like, on one hand, I like the states that have like clinics that help people get off of drugs by giving him to them and helping them wean off of it
Mm-hmm.
instead of just locking them up.
Right.
I think that's a way more helpful way of solving the problem.
Yeah.
Um, and I also sort of feel like states that allow you to recreationally use drugs, whatever you want, it's like it's almost like, how do I say? It's like I feel like what's the line of when like you should step in to restrict something? You know, how much
How much?
damage on how much wide scale damage does it have to do?
Yeah, but see, it goes back to everything too, man. I don't know if you want to probably do some research on this one. It's the we have we have the prisons.
Mm-hmm.
They have this prison. I think it's somewhere in I don't know what country it's in. It's in another country, but the way
Whatever you're gonna say, I'm willing to bet it's Sweden.
the way the prison system is over there, out here they they take you and put you in a cell
Yeah.
with a bunch of murderers and killers and all of that. No matter
Yeah.
what the crime is, and pop. But over there, unless you've committed a heinous crime, the way they sentence you is you get say 2 or 3 years. You don't go. They don't have a cell. They have a compound. Your room is like a hotel room. You have a refrigerator. You have a kitchen. You have all the necessities that you need,
Mm-hmm.
and you're allowed to go to work to get a job. Jobs paying you I think it's $4 to $10 an hour, and you get to save up your money. You have a bank in there. You get to go to a bank. You get to um, food shop, cook, do all of that. You're not sharing bunks. And then to me, that's more of a rehabilitation than not locking you in there and treating you like an animal.
I think that's awesome, and we should
Well,
do
it
that.
was.
But I think the reason that we don't, and I'm not saying it's a good thing, I'm just saying
Mm,
from a logistics standpoint, the reason that we don't
mm.
is because um our prison systems are private.
Not all of them.
Well, not all of them, but most of them are.
Yeah,
Because
and,
because they're private and they're profit driven, it would cost them a lot more money to do that kind of stuff. But it's easier for them to just throw everybody together.
But see, that shouldn't matter though.
I'm not saying it should. I'm not justifying it. I don't think that's a
You're
good thing.
supposed to do something to rehab somebody.
I think so,
Prison
too.
is supposed to be to reinform you and to teach you skills when you get out that you can have. But when you go in there, you getting raped, or you getting, you know what I mean?
And the thing is that
disrespected left and right. And
we also jail people at such a high, crazy rate
yeah.
that adds to the problem too. Of like when you have, what do you do when you have? Okay, this person like the judicial system of them going through the process, right? That is its own corruption issue. But let's just say, okay, this person's already been convicted. They're going to go to prison for X amount of time. What do you do when you run a prison and you have thousands of people, or I don't know how many is average, hundreds or thousands of people, and you have this much of a budget? So like, and you're profit driven. You're a business.
That's what I'm saying. They should.
They're short sighted because they're worried about money.
No, and that's my point. If you run it right, it'll be probably less people going to prison for stupid shit than anything. They'll take more time to investigate these crimes and make sure that the person that is sending to jail is actually really guilty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the numbers will be low as shit.
Which would be awesome.
Yeah. And then the budget will probably be bigger, because who wouldn't want to invest in something like that?
I feel like a big problem we have is people going to jail for bullshit reasons,
Mm-hmm.
and then people who really need to be in jail getting slaps on the wrist.
Speaking of that.
Yeah, what's up?
Speaking of that. Did you hear about the couple? I think they're down south that held their daughter in a house for 10 years, abused the shit out of her. Let me read the article.
Was it the one?
Let me get the article.
Was it the one who had the couple had an adopted? I think it was a son who they locked in like this like makeshift room in the garage.
No, it's a girl.
Oh, it was a girl. Okay, I don't know this story.
Yeah, Florida girl lived in House of Horror.
Been hearing a lot more crazy, like parental abuse stories lately.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. Come on, man. This phone wanna act out. Yeah. Like they forced her to kneel on rice for hours.
That's an old school punishment.
Doused with boiling water. What the hell?
Kneeling on rice is an old school
This
ass
is crazy,
punishment.
dog.
That's something
This is
my
crazy.
great grandpa would say to do.
So you doing that for not just kneel, but other things included. Other things included. You know what I mean?
Like
You
what?
see boiling water.
Boiling water?
She was bound by zip tie.
Oh, what?
She was bound by zip ties, forced to sleep in a closet, would leave her stuffed in a bucket, and awoken with cold water dumped on her. She's 46 years old now. Benjamin Doggett, 43. That's the parents. They've been arrested and charged with aggravated child abuse and neglect with greatly bodily harm. You know, you hear the charges, right?
Child neglect and something bodily harm?
Aggravated child abuse
Okay.
and child neglect
Yep.
with great bodily harm,
Yes.
according to the Miami Herald. So, the prosecutors, law enforcement found unidentified 15-year-old and proud girl had bleeding, said Lockett punched her, caused her head to slam her head against the desk. She was taken to the hospital. Significant lung trauma of her body, according ligature marks, scar tissue, signs of malnutrition, bruises, marks from insect bites, and more. So, with all that, guess how much their bonds was?
Oh boy. What?
$25,000. $25,000. All that you do to a child. I just know people that did less than that. The bond was up there. 25,000. What do you think about that?
I think the bond system is kind of crazy because it's sort of more a tax on it's more it's a tax on poor people
Mm-hmm.
who commit crimes because rich people who commit crimes have no problem paying that shit to get out to do whatever they got to do,
No,
and then broke people got to just deal with it. And I don't know. I don't have a solution because I've never thought about it that deep to figure out how to fix that problem. But I've recognized that as I think that's an issue.
And with the bonds, it depends. Like you could be in Florida, it's from county to county. It's like you go to Palm Beach, you go to Broward, and if it's a petty like 20 grams or nothing too serious, those counties will let you ROR. Some counties they'll stick you with a bond amount and keep you in there. But I noticed that a lot of the counties now, if the crime is not heavy, they ROR you and let you out on your own recognizance. So that's good when it comes to that. But I just think that was like that was
That's
crazy.
insanely low.
What, bro?
for abusing a child
For over 10 years?
for over 10 years. Oh my God.
You telling me you're gonna just bond set up $25,000?
Well,
$2,500 get you out of jail for that bullshit.
do you think that bond is so low because they haven't proven anything, and it's just a charge?
Anything? No, bro. They made the arrest. So
Right.
They made the arrest. The girl testifies to everything, which is the fucking main witness. And when they examined her, the forensics proof is there.
Right.
So shoot,
But they haven't had a trial yet.
it doesn't. They don't have to have a trial to set that bond, Joe.
But that's my point. That's my point, though. If there's no trial, then technically nothing's been quote unquote proven.
It doesn't matter.
So
As
that's
long
why.
as if they have the charges, that bond should be more than that for them to get out.
Should it?
Yeah, and then after that you get proven guilty or innocent. But they have enough to charge them. They made the arrest.
Yeah.
So why's the bonds? You might as well could have left them at the house.
So what is that bond? It are bond numbers. Are they tied to the crimes, or are they arbitrary based on what the judge feels like? How does that work?
It's like a point system, I think, out here. I don't think that, because certain counties, the bonds are high. Some of them, some bonds are low. I think it's county by county. And how they handle their I think, scale, how to scale and how to bond, and depending on the charges. So each county varies. Like Sandwich County could be low, Martin County could be high. You know what I mean? And you could have, say, 10 perks on you. Some counties will charge you $10,000 per. Some is $5,000. That's why some of the charges, like, a lot of guys go in and come out, and then we commit the same crime. Then we commit the same crime. That shit's crazy, man. I would love to hear what people think about that, man. Would love to hear, because we can't harp on mental health enough, man. We can't harp on mental health enough. Who would like sit there and be like, you know what? We got a child. We're gonna just. I couldn't do it. I don't have the heart for all that shit. I couldn't do it, man. That's what's sad about it. I just couldn't do it at all. I could not. Not in your right mind. And like you said too, Dev, the other day. Some people are just mean.
Unfortunately,
you can't check it up to.
Unfortunately, there is just evil in the world.
Yeah. Some people are just evil, man. Yeah, so if you think you crazy, trust me, there's somebody out there that's certified, and they're living amongst us. That's what kills me.
Right.
They're living amongst us, man, and we don't know what to do. Who to go to? That poor little girl. Just, I don't know, man. She broke my heart. Just me having daughters too. She broke my heart, though.
Yeah, I mean, shit, man. Anything with kids suffering is sad, because kids are the least, literally, of all the people on the earth, of all the souls, kids are the least deserving of anything like that.
See, for y'all that don't know, too, that topic is crazy, man. We got to change the topic, because I don't want to sit here and feel sad all morning. It's just crazy. But, me and Devin are twinning this morning.
We're both wearing anime shirts of shows that the other person hasn't seen.
Get out of here.
I've never watched Demon Slayer.
Stop playing.
Never watched it.
What?
I think my roommates were fans of it. I never watched it, though.
What?
You've watched One Piece?
Yeah, I told you the other day.
You did? I forget.
Yeah.
How much? Like a lot of it?
Mm-hmm.
I've not watched a lot of it yet.
No, I say, dog, I ain't trying to sit here and watch 10,000 episodes, dog. When you cancel out, you got to switch back and forth,
Yeah.
So, you haven't watched?
No.
Get the fuck out.
I've not watched a lot of anime. I mean, like I fuck with anime. I just not spent like
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and binge watch like my Demon Slayer. I just watch a few episodes.
yeah.
14. A few episodes here and there. But not to watch it at all, bro. You know, you can go in and out of episodes. That's why it makes it fun to have like Netflix and shit like that because you could just.
But everything I watch is on YouTube. I don't watch a lot of shows.
Oh my God!
I watch internet content.
You know how bad this society just got, man. When somebody can sit there to your face, everything I watch is on YouTube.
But is that
you just gotta tap on a button that says Netflix,
I get that, but
and YouTube has them too.
I
YouTube
get that.
have
but
Demon Slayer.
the type of content I see, the majority of content that I watch is non-scripted, personality-driven type of content, and I think that's just what resonates with me more. Generally, there are some scripted things, like produced pieces of content that I enjoy, but I don't know. It's just not. It's not the majority of what I watch. And honestly, and it's just like that's just what there's an abundance of on the internet, on YouTube and stuff. Is small creators, personality driven, DIY. It's one guy with a camera, and it's like they're doing their thing. And sometimes that's more appealing to me than this highly produced thing. Not that it's bad, not that there's bad quality to it or anything. It's just what I prefer. That's why I like doing shows like this too, because it's the same thing.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I'm not a scripted kind of guy, man.
Because I like some things.
I like I tell everybody, I like bullet points. You give me
Okay.
a bullet. Okay, Jay, we doing this. This the idea. You run with it. Just be natural about it, and that makes it work.
Yeah.
Even when I do stuff with acting, that's the same way. It's like, okay, the whole script is there. Then after that, you just take it and you make that character yourself.
I like yeah, like when you said bullet points, it made me think of how, like, a lot of content that I watch is, I like to call it meta content. It's content about other content. So, for example, movie comes out. I don't really care to watch the movie, but I will watch somebody on YouTube pick apart and dissect the movie and give a critique on it or explain this theme about the movie and what was done well and what was done bad. Like, somebody sitting down and picking it apart is sometimes more appealing to me because that video could be 20 minutes rather than watching an hour and a half movie, but I can get the gist of it in that 20-minute video of somebody who knows what they're talking about, picking something apart.
Yeah, but the thing is, though,
Analysis.
But that's the thing about analyzing things, though. When somebody's picking something apart, that's not fair to you because you haven't watched the show.
It is biased.
You haven't watched it. You don't know what it's about. The reason to watch it, and because that person that's given their point of view probably sat down and watched the whole movie.
Yes.
So what you're doing is it's like going into it blind.
Absolutely.
You're like, oh, they broke apart. Okay, I agree with it, but you have no proof to back up what that person's opinion about the movie is unless you watch the movie and say, okay. It's like watching a football game.
Well, usually they'll throw in examples of what they're talking about. They'll throw in clips to display what things they're talking about.
But the thing about movies is
it's like highlights for a game.
I know, but movies is one clip leads to another. So to me, I have to. It makes me like when I hear.
Let me describe it a different way. Do you ever watch shows on sports, any sport? You didn't watch the game, but you watch this show where they're breaking down what happened during that game because you just care about certain aspects of it.
See, that's a bad analogy because Sports is different. Sports is a first of all, it's a game. So they have the rules to the game. You follow the rules. It's like football. I know they have 4 downs to get to 10 yards. So I have an idea what they're gonna do before they do it. I know they're gonna do a run play, and you know what I mean. That's why it's so easy not to watch it. But if you talking about a movie,
My counter argument to that is there's rules to filmmaking too.
but
And I'm not watching the thing. I'm watching the thing that's talking about the thing.
no, but you gotta understand.
And that's where they're the
Fo-
same.
No, football, 12 players, right? They got a set of rules. There's rules to filmmaking, but you, I'm watching. It's like reading a book. I can't sit there like I can talk to somebody and they'll be like, "Yo, man, I read this." That's why we go and buy books. That's why we watch movies. When somebody sit there and tell me, "Yeah, the movie was great," like the football game, they go because the football game, the same games are going to be played next week with a different team. The movie is the production, the actors, the plot, the twists. They change in movies. So
Yeah.
what happens is
Each game is a different game though.
no, but still the same rules. Same rules apply. Yeah, you can watch movies. Got genres. You got horror movies. You
Right.
got
And those
comedy.
are kind of like
You
rules.
got drama. You got you got horrors, drama, all that. Football is football. That's it. You playing the same game every week. You see what I'm saying? You have a coach, 11 guys on the field, on offense, 11 guys on defense. That's it. A movie, you could like that. Why do you think we watch Netflix? And when I sit there with my friend, like I got into Snowfall, like when I was talking to my homeboy, he was like, "Yo, Snowfall is great." Da da da. But there's pieces of Snowfall they don't tell you, so they don't spoil it for you. They'll be like, "Yo, you gotta watch it." I ain't gonna give it away though.
Right.
I ain't gonna give it away. But football is a game. Oh,
Yeah.
you seen the touchdown? What's the going to score? Da, 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 da. And it's over. They
Sure.
show you the highlights. But when you watch a movie, when somebody tell you something about a movie, it's like, dog.
You're
lead-
saying because there's a narrative to it. is
There's
what you're saying.
exactly. There's something that's gonna capture. It's gonna catch you. You're gonna get stuck on it. Like when he says, like right now, I could tell you to go watch Snowfall, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, the show is great, but bro, the ending is a must see. I'm not gonna tell you what the ending is.
Okay.
So you're gonna start getting into Snowfall because that's how I got into it. And most of the shows that I watch, my homeboy Jermaine, big up. Jermaine will tell me, yo, man, you gotta check this flick out. I ain't gonna spoil it, but you gotta watch it. So you go on and watch it. You know what I mean? They don't tell you what's going on. Like you saying, like people that breaks down movies, that's what they do. They break it down. They hit you with the highlight pieces, and then
Or they're making fun of it.
or either or.
Because
You're
I
gonna
like
watch the
content like
movie
that
to
too.
find. You're gonna watch the movie because they making fun of it, or two, they tell you it's a great movie.
Do you like Mystery Science Theater?
Yeah, man. I love all.
I like
all
stuff
genres.
like that. It's
Yeah.
kind of what I'm talking about.
So I love it. I know what you're saying, but sports and movies aren't just the apples. Sports,
No, they're different. But what I'm saying is the show that's breaking down the highlights and outcome of the game is very similar to what I'm talking about with a YouTuber who's critiquing and breaking down a movie.
to me, it's not.
Those things are very similar because it's content about other content. The thing they're analyzing is different.
The thing they're analyzing is a movie. The reason they're doing it is so you can catch your interest to watch the movie.
Not always.
They're trying to draw you negatively or positively. They're trying to draw you into the movie because when they dissect the movie, because I remember my first show was actually that. I used to watch movies in their entirety and critique the movies.
Yeah.
And what that did was, by me critiquing the movies, I'm the kind of guy that don't believe what people say. Like if you're telling me, oh my God, this movie sucks, this movie is bad, I'm gonna watch that movie anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's a good chance. Most of the time I like it. I'm like the movie people think suck. I'm like that's my opinion. That's your opinion. That's one person's opinion on the movie. Football, you got a team.
But-
You got
but
a team that play great. You got a team that play bad.
But I'm saying sometimes, because people have gotten very creative these days. Sometimes I think, and not I think I know because I've seen it. The content that people make online that I'm talking about at least is its own standalone entertainment in itself.
Oh yeah, I agree with you on that.
So what I'm talking about is like example, Mystery Science Theater. You don't have to watch the movie that they're talking about to get Mystery Science Theater on its own.
I would watch it.
You do, sure. But I'm saying you can watch Mystery Science Theater on its own without having seen the movie that they're covering.
I wouldn't.
And you can still get entertained by that.
You get entertained, but you can't talk about.
You
All you
can
want to talk about is they said this, they said that. Then the person's gonna ask you, "Did you see it? Did you watch the movie?" Then you get stuck.
But it's not necessarily about, at that point, it's not necessarily about the movie itself.
Okay.
The movie is more a vehicle for creating something new.
Nah, that was fucking well put. You got Gatorade or coffee over there.
Well, I'm looking
Shit.
but I'm looking at the same thing.
That was well put, Devin. Goddamn.
But
I got nothing for that.
But my point, thank you. My point,
Shit.
my point, I think applies to those sports shows too, because the sport is a different genre of entertainment. I'm on board with you on that. That is apples to oranges.
All right.
But the show about the sport
Yeah.
is a completely different piece of entertainment.
So you're talking about the whole. Yeah, okay.
Because there are people who, and it might be a small amount, it might be a small population, but there are people who will not watch any games, and they'll turn on ESPN and watch shows about the games.
They'll go on YouTube and watch that. And believe it or not, we all are like that. Because all these games that that as a football fan, we don't watch all the games. We watch the highlights.
And I can't watch all the movies.
We watch our games.
Yeah.
Your team is the team. You're like, okay, I'm going to go to Duffy's. The Giants play at 1. You go to Duffy's, but they got a whole bunch of other games on. You're not watching every game, but you're watching snippets of every game. And when people talk to you about the games, you're like, yeah, I saw that play.
What's that dude, Stephen A. Smith? What show is he
That's
on?
First Take.
What's it?
First Take.
First Take? And that's, what is that about? I'm ignorant. Is this about sports in general, or is that focusing on one thing in particular?
No, it's a sports.
Multi-sport coverage?
Yeah.
Okay, so there are people that go to watch that show just because of the personalities on that show.
Right.
And they don't care about the rest of the sports, or they care about that less. That's kind of what I'm talking about.
Well, they care about the
cause
sport because that person's opinion.
they
on
care
the
about
sport.
it adjacently.
Yeah.
But they're watching that show because of the people on it. Primarily.
Because they
And that drives ratings for that network, etc. And
You're right.
And what I'm talking about with YouTube stuff is I'm drawn to the same type of thing. Where because I like.
So you like the personalities
Because I like
the
film.
production. You like the production.
Yes.
Okay.
I like and the personalities that are presenting
Okay.
the content.
No, you're right. Because I ain't gonna lie. When Shannon was on, like you are 1,000% right, man. When I think about it, when you had First Take, and then we had Undisputed. Undisputed was Skip and Shannon, and as great as Skip is, Shannon stole the show. They fell out. Shannon left and went to ESPN. After he went to ESPN, everybody started following. The ratings in ESPN just went through the roof. And at first, when he was on FS1, he was kicking ESPN's butt. And then Skip Bayless messed that up.
I can think of another example. E! News.
Yeah.
The whole network. All they do, basically, all they're known for, really, is talking about, like, celebrity drama stuff. So there's people who, like let's take Kardashians, for example.
I thought we killed them.
No, we're not talking about Kardashians, but we're talking about them adjacently. So, Keeping Up with the Kardashians is a show. There are people that watch that show. Then there's other people who don't give a damn about that show, but they'll go and watch E, and they'll break down just highlight pieces of like, oh, this person said this person did that. There you go. And they're drawn to the bullet points and the personality who laid it out for them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's content about content.
I see.
And I feel like that's a different market.
All right. Good morning, Jasmine Gibson.
And a lot of times that's what I'm more drawn to.
Uh-huh.
Not always, but a lot of times.
I see what you're saying. But comparing it to, I see exactly what you're saying. Uh-oh. We got to be bored. So, damn, boy.
I can think of another example.
Okay.
Gaming.
Mm.
I have zero interest in playing X game.
I would take you for a big gamer.
I do like games. I'm a little bit of a gamer, but I don't. In recent months, I haven't really played much, but I am a bit of a gamer. I do like games, but my thing is like, there's some games that I'll never touch. I have no interest in playing, but I will watch this other person play it because they're either good at it and it's impressive, or they're funny and they're able to keep my attention making a video in that game or about that game, even though I have no interest at all in playing that game.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. And me, it's like, it's crazy. I be wanting to play games, but I ain't gonna lie, that shit intimidate the shit out of me now. The shit they doing over here, I'm like, man, the fuck, no, you must be out your damn mind. I am not jumping on this council because once you get started, it's hard to stop, especially if you like it. It's like addictive, man.
It is.
Like, I remember, shit, it's funny, my son was like, yo, Dad, I ain't touched the game in like 2 months. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, you going through something? I thought he went to rehab or something. Man. I was like, oh, yeah, touched the game in 3 months. Yeah. Dude, please tell me you watch boxing.
No.
Oh, my God.
Don't. I'm sorry.
Damn. They had that fight.
I did hear some shit went down, though.
Let me tell you something, man.
What happened? Lay it out for me.
It was a boxing match. Let me get it for you. That was between Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou was amateur. I think that was his first pro fight. And he went up against the champ. And Tyson Fury is like, and for me to be saying this, if anybody agrees or disagree, please let me know. Please let me know Facebook, because I don't know what's going on in boxing, but something was really fishy about that fight, bro. I don't know.
What happened? What did you see through your eyes?
Ngannou whooped Tyson's ass to the whole fight.
Is that their name, or is it Ngannou?
That's his name. I think he's African.
Because I've heard these names. I thought it was Ngannou.
Ngannou probably is.
I don't know though.
Is.
I just feel like I've heard that.
Let's go ahead and call it. Let's call him Francis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Just to simplify.
Yeah, let's go ahead and call him. His name was Francis.
Yeah.
Call him Francis. Yeah. No, he literally, dog. Like, to me, like you said, in Jay's eyes, Francis knocked that man down twice. He fucking beat his ass, and at the end of the day, split decision. And
Oh, that what happened?
Tyson Fury won. I was like,
What?
as much as I love Tyson Fury, man, you could tell this was not one of his best bouts.
That's what's interesting about boxing, though, is that actually, no, MMA is the same way, I think, about it being very point-based.
MMA?
Or is boxing that way, too? Or am I tripping?
No, you're 100% right.
It's weird? It's weird to me that a fight like, because to a degree, it kind of makes sense. Like, if you're scoring like form or something, but some things, but if someone get their ass whooped completely, like you're saying, someone get their ass whooped, but because they had more points, they still end up winning. It's like that doesn't seem normal. Because if this fight happened on the street, the dude who got his ass whooped is the one who lost.
That kid went up in that ring and put a whole leveled that man out, dog. I don't understand why they even gave Tyson that bout. And I ain't gonna lie to you, and Mike Tyson walked him out. So
What?
yeah. So that's probably one of the reasons like we can't
let him lose.
Hell yeah, we can't let him lose. We can't walk out here with the champ, bro. Maybe next fight. Let me get him a rematch, dog. We can't have not with Tyson in his corner. Shit.
I kept seeing a lot of posts like on social media about people making a big deal about Eminem being there.
What's wrong with the heck is wrong with Eminem being there?
I don't have no idea. But there was just a lot of posts about him walking in and like just press coverage of him being there for some reason. I don't like why. Why does it matter?
Why people be
Celebrities,
doing
hella celebrities go to these fights.
Yeah.
Like why? I don't get it.
understand it. I don't understand. Em ain't beefing with nobody right now, is he?
I don't know.
I don't think he beefing with anybody right now. But shit, man, leave that man alone, man. Let that man breathe, please. Let that man breathe.
Let him breathe, or else you have to go off on somebody else again.
Yeah, no, and Francis just pissed off, man. Francis said he's gonna expose the boxing world and this, that, and the other. How the game is rigged. Like y'all didn't know what y'all came to do. Come on now.
Okay, question for you: if you were in an industry plagued with corruption like that, any industry, could you just whatever you want to put your mind to? It could be Hollywood stuff. It could be fighting. It could be a sport, whatever. And you're making a lot of money in that industry, but you know you're playing a rigged game. What's your take on that? Like, what do you do something to expose it in general, or do you just like make your money and get your bag and get out, or is there a third option? What's your, or do you just like not do anything until it affects you?
It's gonna affect you either way you look at it. I mean,
because a lot of people, especially in Hollywood, right?
I probably get kicked out.
Probably get kicked out.
Yeah, I probably get.
Because I feel like
I've been kicked. I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like in Hollywood and music industry in particular, there's a lot of like people know. It's like unspoken.
Yeah.
That they know some bullshit's going on.
Bro.
But because they're making money, they don't say anything about it.
That's why my model career was short lived.
Yeah.
That's why my acting career was short lived. That's why my dancing career was short lived. You get to have certain standards for yourself to where certain things just don't do. And where no amount of money in this world is gonna move me. Period. So I got my fundamental discipline that can't shake. I can't be bored. I can't shake. Okay, what it is, how much money you asking? Sorry, sir. Because we're going to end up fighting for it, or we're going to end up dying for it. So,
can I ask you another question that's sort of adjacent to this, but different? And I'm asking because I actually want this kind of applies to me, and I want somebody's feedback, somebody's opinion on it. So I've had, and I don't want to name names for legal reasons. I won't name names
for legal reasons.
But there are people within like even the local like scene that I've wanted to have on my show, right? But then, and they're somebody that I know, like I've interacted with in person. I think they're a cool person, whatever. I want to talk to them. But then I hear from somebody else that I trust, somebody else that not just a rando, somebody that I trust, that this person has like really bad allegations against them. Is it how do you can you still work with that person?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because I think
Because
I agree,
you got
but go ahead. Sorry.
that makes you become damn near low key hypocrite. Because I tell you what, everybody's got an allegation against them. It depends on who you talk to. So me, I'm the type to stay neutral. So I've dealt with people like that, but you have to let them know that it doesn't matter what they have against them. I don't have nothing against that person.
I'll give you I'll give you a slightly more specific answer. I mean, example, without getting into detail because I don't want to. I don't want to bring attention to any particular person on this matter. But so there was somebody I was going to have on my show, and I asked a friend of mine, "Hey, would you like to be on this episode? Because I feel like you would be able to talk on this topic more and contribute to the conversation than I could." So I wanted support from that person. They said no, they didn't want to work or associate with that person because their friend, female, claimed that that person sexually assaulted them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm torn because on one hand I agree with you or I want to be neutral and I don't want to make decisions based off of unproven allegation.
Mm-hmm.
But a part of me still wants to respect a friend that told me this
Mm-hmm.
and not do something to jeopardize that connection
Mm-hmm.
by doing that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what would you do in that scenario?
I'd stay neutral and just be a friend.
But would you still have the person on the show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have a conversation with the person. I'm like, hey man, so what's being said about you, blah blah blah, and that. That's on you. However you want to fix it, you fix it. But other than that, just it is what it is. You know. And my thing is, I live in I guess you could say, a no judge zone. So I'm not
Okay.
really into taking other people's words for things and that in the nature, because it's just about how you are to me. Right? If you get jammed up, you jammed up. That's on you. But if I'm interviewing you, which is pretty much business, and it depends what the interview is for and what he's doing and what he's not doing. So, mm I still do the interview though.
I I don't I don't agree with this argument,
Mm-hmm.
but the argument people usually bring up is that by having them on, you're financially helping them and platforming them.
But are
When
they
they have-
guilty or innocent?
That's the question. Who knows?
Have they been judged or not?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Well, shit. That's
In their eyes, if they believe those negative things are true, then they're gonna dislike you for also having them on, and that's their problem to deal with. But
then that person that just told you that, he can kiss my ass. Cause I'll
Yeah.
be honest with you,
You
dude.
know, I agree.
The fuck
I
you gonna
agree.
tell me, oh, because you interviewed them. That's your opinion, bro.
Yeah.
It's your opinion. Maybe he might come. The thing is, people don't get it. You quick to say, I don't want to deal with this person. I don't want to deal with that person. But the person might come on your show and probably say some empowering shit. That's probably going to change somebody's life that you just took that opportunity away. It might change his conversation with you on your show might change his life. So for the next man to, oh, well, don't do that because of the way, then you get the fuck out of my face because you care about what people think about you too much. You sit your ass down somewhere and let God work, period. You can't, I don't know, you can't do that. I can't co-sign people like that, close-minded people. Guess what? When they need it, when they fuck up, because they always do, we all do. When they fuck up, they're gonna want somebody to give them a second chance. So nah, you got to be logical, not emotional, especially if you're in this business. I want to have a serial. You know, I wish I was to have a serial killer sit here and just talk to them and see what the hell is on their mind.
Be interesting.
Yeah, think
Do you
about
like?
it.
Do you know who Lex Friedman is?
Yes.
You like Lex Friedman?
Mm-hmm.
I like his podcast.
Me too.
The people he talks to are really interesting.
Yeah, man, that's intriguing shit to me. You
Yeah.
have to, like I said, you got to sit there and talk to the people that's going through it, that has been through it, negatively or positively. That's what the whole purpose of doing a show is to enlighten people on both spectrums. So these are the good and these are the bad. These are the person that just went bad and turned to good. You know what I mean? You have to show that. You have to show your audience that you shouldn't shy away from that shit. You know what I mean? Like I love having Cuz I with his issues with the jerks. That's a mission of mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I think Thursday, Henry Hayes is gonna come on
Cool.
with Angelic. I can't wait. I've been seeing them boys in a minute. Oh my god. But I tell your friend, you know what? You need to come to my show because you got to set the example. I'm like, hey, please kiss my ass with that. No. Yeah. I mean, you're not a politician, bro. Even if you were a politician, I'd probably be Donald Trump because I wouldn't really give two shits and say and do what the hell I want to do.
When are we getting Trump on here?
Oh man, please don't do that. God damn, boy. If I don't know if the trial is down here, you know, KNG do get them press passes.
Yeah.
You never know who's gonna walk through the studio doors. I'm
What up,
telling you.
T Dog?
Yeah, yo.
Would you call him T Dog?
Yeah. You never know who's gonna walk through here, man. You never know who's gonna walk there. So shit, I can't wait. Like I said, man, we're doing something big here. And by the way, speaking of doing something big, go download the KNG TV Network 2.0 on your Play stores, iPhones, and enjoy the free streaming. You download it for free, you stream for free, and then on top of that, we got the car giveaway. You get to win a car. You get to win a brand new Nissan.
Freaking Nissan.
Just for signing up. Like I keep saying, and the numbers are going up, man. You guys got to hurry up so you can get your name in that drawing. So like I gotta say, all I can do is take you to the water. All you got to do is drink it, man. I can't make you drink it for
Yes,
yourself.
sir.
You know what I mean? But then also King's Radio. I don't know. We was having some difficulties this morning with King's Radio.
A little bit.
Yeah. I think you should have used the other laptop better. Yeah?
Maybe.
I think that's the problem.
I mean, I was signed into everything on here, and then I don't know, something on the back end changed.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get in.
Well, I just had to grab that one. I just thought about it while I would sit. I'm like, shit, you could have just went and grabbed the other laptop. Because I'm not.
I don't know. It might have been more hassle than it's worth because I had everything already set up over here.
Yeah.
We might have made us another 30 minutes late if I did that.
Yeah. Because I'm not seeing a live feed on my thing tagged to the Real Talk.
Just there.
No, I see the live feed on Real Talk, but I'm not seeing the shared feed on my page. When you go to my page, you don't see it.
Well, you have to repost it. I can't do that from here. Not while I'm streaming it. I don't think I can sign into both. I tagged you in it though.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't see it on my thing. On my timeline.
That might be a Facebook thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Definitely don't see it. Looking for it now. Jamie Foxx. A lot of good stories out here today. Good morning, everybody. Y'all gotta wake up, man.
For real.
Dang. Everybody signed in and watching. Somebody waves. Somebody said, oh yeah. Wave your hands in the air. Say good morning like you just don't care, y'all. Jesus Christ, man. But talked about the KNG. I think I got this other thing I'm looking for something right now that I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about. But I ain't gonna lie. Francis put that whooping on Tyson. Anybody want to see that fight? Go back and watch that fight, and then let me know. Even if you just like Devin said, go to YouTube and watch the highlights.
Yeah.
And call me and let me know, because we got a lot of fans out here trying to say, "Oh man, he definitely won by decision. He did good." I was like, no sir. With the TH, he didn't do good at all. He got saved. Man. You know, I'm looking for something and I just forgot what I was looking for.
I hate that.
Just forgot what I was looking for, man.
I hate when I get into like a little rabbit hole on my phone when I'm like, okay, I'm looking for this thing, right? I'm looking for something. And then I get a notification for something else.
Yep.
And I go respond to that or look at it. And then I get sucked into scrolling on that app. And I'm like, wait, I was supposed to be doing this other thing. And I go back. And then I go back to the page I was at. And then something else comes up. And it's just like, it just never ends.
Damn, man. I forgot what I was going to talk about. I forgot what I was going to bring up.
Was it on the topics list? Or was it something else? I can look.
No, let me go on my list. You know what? That's probably what I was going to do, was go to my notes, man.
Halloween parties?
We talked about the party.
Said Sunday football, a lot of upsets, Wells Fargo robbery, shootings. I watched, not long ago, like a few weeks back, I saw a YouTuber that I follow, based out of Tampa, same guy I mentioned earlier. He was covering a bunch of video. He had a bunch of video clips, like a compilation of people stealing ATM machines in creative ways.
In creative ways?
Yeah, like...
How do you steal an ATM machine in a creative way, bro?
Like, people get out the heavy machinery. People, like, have resources but don't have a plan. This is what happens a lot of times. They got heavy machinery. Like, they got forklifts. They got, what you call it? Backhoes. And they got, like, all these big, like, machinery.
That's too much work.
And they'll do shit to, like, rip the machine out of the ground and then put it in the back of a truck, but then something always goes wrong in the process.
That's too much work.
And plus, don't they got tracking? They got tracking in them shits. Like, they guarantee in the ATMs.
Yeah, they do.
I guarantee. So like, going back to bank robberies? I feel like stealing ATMs is like such a pointless thing to try to do.
Yeah, well, you gotta hack and sit at home like, I wish I would try to go rob a bank.
Right.
I'm just click.
This shit ain't GTA, bro.
Yeah,
you can't just throw you can't just throw a C4 on the bank truck and get $100,000 off the ground.
God damn. Jesus Christ, man. Dude, what series are you watching right now?
What series am I watching? So there's only one thing I just finally wrapped up, and it took me a while to watch the ending, was Ahsoka, which is a Star Wars show.
I haven't. I'm burnt out of Star Wars, to be honest with you, bro.
I want to say that I am too, but I keep coming back. So like, I don't know, because there's certain things, like the movies were disappointing. The sequel trilogy were pretty disappointing. And I'm a big Star Wars fan. Like, I grew up with Star Wars. That's like one of my number one like franchises that I've always loved. The sequel trilogy, episode 7, I think was decent. It's a good reintroduction for young and new people. I mean, young and old people alike to get back into it. But then episodes 8 and 9, I think, were such massive letdowns. But I think the silver lining is a lot of the TV shows have been really good.
Yeah. A couple
the Disney
of the
Plus
Star Wars
shows.
Yes.
That's what I meant.
I think I like the Bat series.
The what?
The
There was an anime. There's
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
That my shit right there. Man.
Season 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
Ahsoka has been fire.
I gotta watch this. I haven't had.
You should watch it. Yeah, Ahsoka is a little bit different than the other ones because the plot is actually based off of one of the animated shows that was running. So there's there's the Clone Wars animated show that was on Cartoon Network, and that was one of those shows that got better over time.
Okay.
And as the audience aged up a little bit, it got a little bit more mature and it got more plot heavy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I fell out of it.
It got a little deeper.
Yeah, it got deep.
Yeah.
I fell out of it because I started watching it as a kid when it first started. But I fell out of it before giving it a chance to get deep. But after the Clone Wars, in the Disney era of Star Wars, they started another animated show called Rebels. And it's about the early days of the rebellion fighting the Empire.
Okay.
And that series lasted, I don't know, a few seasons, but I never watched it, but generally speaking, it has a good reputation. It's a good show. The Ahsoka live action show, the plot for that basically picks up where that series left off. But it's done in such a clever way where you don't really have to know anything about that series.
You just jump into it.
You can, pretty much.
See, that's how I was. You know what? The Game of Thrones. I can't get into that shit.
No?
No. It's not like it's not for the lack of trying, bro. I really sat there. I was like, okay, I'm gonna, because people said, Jay, yo, man, I could see you liking the Game of Thrones, but I sat there, I watched one episode. I was like, oh, it's like, you know what? You gotta at least watch 3 episodes. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do 3 episodes. Sat there, watched 3 episodes. I left for saying, that was a dumbass 3 episodes. I just wasted my time doing. But I can't, like, Game of Thrones is just something I just can't get into. And they got big fans. People get mad at me for saying that shit, man.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, dog. Oh, you don't know good. I'm like, all right. I was like, okay.
I never actually got into it either because I was told the same thing, that it'd be something that I would like.
Yeah.
But I didn't fall out of it for the same reason you did. I liked what I watched. I just have this, it's the same problem I always say, is I have a hard time committing to shows.
So, no, see, with me, it was, at first I couldn't get past where.
I also read part of, I never finished it, but I read part of the first book too.
No, where he fucking threw the little kid out the window. I can't get past that part. Once I saw that, I was like,
why?
Oh. I was like, hell no.
Why?
Because you don't do that to a kid.
They do in that universe.
The morals behind that shit. For real, that's when I first watched it. After that, I was like, yeah.
But that's what that whole show's about.
I know, dog.
Is horrible shit.
I can't do it.
Horrible people fighting for power, political power.
I cannot do it. I can't do it.
So you can't do it. So can you not watch shows like House of Cards?
I love House of Cards.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say they have a similar tone to it, though.
No.
There's a lot of nefarious things going on.
It's certain things are done with a lot of style, even when they murk you.
Yeah.
It's stylish. House of Thrones it's more natural, more real for me. You know what I mean? Game of Thrones is like.
Is it because it's a fantasy setting, so it's harder for you to get into it?
No, because I like a lot of fantasy shows. I just can't get into the Game of Thrones. I like Spartacus. I like all of those things. I just can't get into that. That show just never quite touched me. And so I like power. The power universe is big and it's beautiful.
Are you a Marvel fan? Do you like Marvel stuff?
Yes. I'm mad about Netflix taking all the Daredevil. Take Daredevil off of Netflix. I was like,
is it on
shit.
Is it on Disney Plus now? Probably.
It is?
I'm asking. Probably is.
Because
Disney owns all the Marvel shit, and I think they moved everything to Disney Plus.
You take that off. You took off Jessica Jones.
I'm gonna look right now and see if it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, they took off Jessica Jones. I'm like, come on. No, y'all guys, you got to be kidding me, man. The only one I'm trying to think about the the white dude that be doing the kung fu. I forgot the name of that show, but that's the only one I think that's like Luke Cage,
Oh wait, Daredevil is DC.
DC. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So it wouldn't be on Disney Plus then. All the Marvel shit, I'm pretty sure is on Disney Plus now.
Okay, yeah, man. But no, man, I like my power. I ain't gonna lie. Like when I watch Power, the first episode with Ghost of
What
Tommy, I was
what's
like,
that? Oh, Daredevil is on Disney Plus. Marvel Daredevil. Is there a Disney? I mean, is there a DC character also named Daredevil or something? Is there two different Daredevils?
uh, 'cause I thought Daredevil was Marvel, bro.
Okay, well, Disney Plus definitely has Daredevil. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, Daredevil was
All three
Marvel.
seasons are on here.
It's the fourth season I'm waiting on.
Mm.
It is the fourth season. Mm-mm.
Anyway, you're talking about Power. What's that?
You don't know what Power is?
Nope,
Oh my god.
I don't.
Powers on Stars.
Okay.
It's about a dude named him and his best friend. There's a black guy, white guy, grew up in New York, hustled, then they became big time drug lords.
Okay.
But they also ran one of them, the black dudes. He's the I guess the brains. He's also running a drug empire. So it's two sides. That's what they call them ghosts. There's like two sides to him: the businessman, the family man, and then he's a drug dealer. And it shows you the ups and downs, raising the family, the wife, and his responsibilities, and the best friend Tommy. He's um, Italian. Then, fucker, he lived the street code to the fullest. Where if you fuck with him or his people, you get murked. If you think you a snitch, he'll kill you. And then 50 cents in it is actually written by 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that.
So they had like 6 seasons. Amari Hardwick plays Ghost, and they ended up his son shot him. They say he's dead, but he's not dead. His son shot him, and then I think they negotiated his contract to bring him back soon. And then out of that, they made Ghost, which is his son Tariq. They got a spinoff
Okay.
with his son Tariq, and then they have another spinoff of the show with 50 Cent's character Ken growing up, and then they have because what they did was they did a series 6 part, and then when it ended, I like how they kept it going. They told you what the son is doing. Like they thought that when he shot the dad, and the dad left a will behind. That's like damn near impossible for anybody to get money from that will unless they work for it. So his stipulations and everything, he's turning into his dad, the guy he despised the most. He thought, oh, you just a drug dealer. Da, da, da. Now his son is selling drugs and doing all of that stuff and running and moving. Like the good thing about it is, as I watch the show, you can actually see Ghost character through his son. And then you got the one with Kanan, that's 50 Cent's character, the one that taught Ghost and them how to hustle. So they did a spinoff on him, and then a spinoff on Tommy, the best friend in Chicago.
You got the wrapper from the water bottle stuck to your shoe.
Look like newspaper. Tommy's is called Force.
Okay.
So it's based out of Chicago. He just left. He faked his death in New York
Oh.
and went to Chicago and started fucking up the syndicate out there. And, just really getting intense. I don't know. Then I was telling about Snowfall earlier. That's probably one of my favorites. Snowfall is,
What's that about?
oh man, It's about the
That one
CIA.
that one I've heard. I think I've heard of.
It's about the CIA when they first brought the crack epidemic down
Okay.
in Los Angeles, and the kid Franklin, he hell of an actor. And the ending, th- that's one like seriously, that's one series that took life like full circle. I remember when I seen the ending, and then his uncle. They did such a good job acting. I thought the motherfucker was real, bro. I text my homeboy. I text Prince up when they killed Jerome. I was like, yo, Prince Jerome gone. They had a funeral for him on Facebook, dog. I'm like, yo, serious, man.
Yo.
I said, hey, yo, Jerome is gone, dog. What you mean? I was like, Jerome, man, from Snowfall. They killed him, dog. That shit hit me hard, man.
Oh my god.
Jerome hit me hard. And then you watch the end to the last episode. Oh, man. That broke my fucking heart, dog. That broke my heart. That broke my heart, man. But I was like, damn, they killed Jerome. Shit, man. I couldn't eat. I was like,
It
damn,
hits you, huh?
Jerome dead, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, Jerome dead. Yeah, I said, Jerome dead. And I watched it. I was a witness.
You know the last thing that I watched that like had an ending or had a moment that really like hit me,
Mm-hmm.
like gave me a physical reaction
Mm-hmm.
was you seen Uncut Gems?
No.
Adam Sandler?
I would say yeah, because Adam got it. It's on Netflix.
I don't know. I watched it a while ago. I think on
Who
Not
was his
on Netflix.
co-star?
Huh?
Who was his co-star? The dark head. I forgot her name.
I'll look it up right now.
Because Adam, you gotta know who he co-starred with. Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. Directed by Benny Safdie and Josh Safdie. Writers Ronald Bronstein, Josh Safdie, Benny Safdie. Stars Adam Sandler, Julia Fox, Idina Menzel. That movie though.
That's a regular ass, rich ass Adam Sandler. That man got two niggas to rub.
That movie is about. Have you seen it or no? That movie is basically. I'll give you the basics of it without, because I actually do recommend watching it. Basically, he buys this jewel. He's like he makes he's like kind of a gambling addict, right? But he's heavy into like the precious gems like industry in New York.
All right.
And he buys this like super special rare opal for however much money. And then this basketball player comes into his store. I forget who it is. I think it's
I did see it.
he's in the credits. I forget who it is.
I did see it.
Why am I forgetting the person? Why do they not have him in the credits here? What the heck? It's a big name player. Why can't I? But I can't think of it. I don't know NBA like that. Kevin Garnett. There we go. Kevin Garnett. So Kevin Garnett, his character, he like really loves. He like falls in love with this opal, but he can't, I guess, buy it yet for whatever reason. And he's like asking Adam Sandler's character, like, just let me hold on for it. Hold on to it for a day or a night or whatever. Right? So he holds on to it.
Like, let me hold that, man.
Yeah, and he gives him like his watch or something as collateral.
Yeah.
Some shit. I might be getting some of this a little off. But long story short, right? he does fantastic, like better than he's ever played in that next game that he plays. So Adam Sandler's character is like, okay, there's some good luck going on here, and he starts betting on. He wants him to buy it, and he starts betting on the games that he's playing on, and making money and whatever, and these other people that he owes money to become a bit of a problem, and I'm starting to get fuzzy on some of the details now that I'm explaining it.
I can say I've seen that. I probably didn't finish watching it. It was one of them things that I started watching but didn't finish watching because it didn't keep my interest for some reason.
It's one of those slow burn movies a little bit, but the ending, he basically wins a ton of money. He wins a bunch of money, enough to pay back all that he owes, plus more. Enough to make him and everybody he owes rich, right?
Okay.
But the people that he owes are majorly pissed off and end up killing him anyway.
Adam Sandler? Oh, he probably dies in the movie?
Yeah, he dies in this movie.
Holy shit.
He ends up getting killed because he pissed off the people, even though he made them a bunch of money. So, but it was one of those moments. I kind of spoiled it anyway. That's pretty much the ending. But
see, I'm gonna now. That's what I was saying earlier. Now, I'm gonna want to watch it.
Because I told you Adam Sandler dies.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nah, it's not like I'm gonna walk away from this and say, "Oh, that's cool." They haven't said he died, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. Now, when I go on Netflix, my ass is gonna be like, "Oh, let me see how he died. Let me see how he got killed."
It's good. It's a really good movie.
So
and it's funny because that movie, whenever that came out, Adam Sandler was like, if this movie doesn't win so-and-so awards, I'm going to put out the shittiest movie ever made. And then that, like, next year, he came out with Hubie Halloween on Netflix, which a lot of people hated and thought it was a horrible movie. But a lot of people thought it was actually funny, too. So it was, like, a mixed reaction on something that he says was, like, the worst thing he ever made.
You know, one
pretty
movie
funny.
I like he did. I forgot the name of it though. It's the movie when he was the movie where he was the scout for the for basketball team, and he traveled all over to get to find the ball players for the company. Oh no, that wasn't him. My bad. That wasn't him. That was not him. That was the dude that played Born Identity, Matt Damon.
Okay.
No, it was Adam Sandler because in the movie he was married to Queen Latifah. Yeah, it was Adam Sandler. I was right. I stand corrected to myself. Yeah, I was right.
I'm looking through movies, Adam Sandler movies, real quick. He does so many movies.
Oh, bro, his catalog is huge, man. His catalog.
And the thing is, like,
huge.
the thing that what's weird about Adam Sandler films that he's always a part of is, or any of them where he has creative control.
Yeah, he produces a lot of them. Yeah,
right. The thing though about them is it's a mixed bag, because sometimes you get really good, especially the older ones. You get classics that are hilarious or they're heartwarming or whatever, excellent movies. But then sometimes you get really garbage ones, and it's like, this man is full of like both.
What the hell is wrong with him?
Like Jack and Jill is the hottest piece of garbage I've ever seen.
Yeah,
that movie is literally just every 30 seconds is an advertisement.
Yep. Yes.
And there have been people that speculate that what he does is he'll get a fat check from whatever studio and just takes his people, his friends and whatever, on vacation, and then just throws something together on their vacation, and that's the movie. And that's that, because like a lot of his movies,
to the Bahamas, y'all.
Yeah, a lot of his movies are like on
regular shit, on boats,
on like shit. On locations, places.
True. Vacation. Yeah, you're right, bro.
And they always got the same crew of people in it. You got like Rob Schneider, right. Kevin James.
Yeah. That white lady.
Yeah.
She's from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
She's funny shit, though,
what's her name? I know you're talking about, but I'm forgetting her name. I see her face, but I'm blanking on the name. And there's another guy. What's another dude? The dude from what's the dude from Joe Dirt? What's his name again?
They got me looking it up.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I know
You see his face, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up. He's another one of those
I'm not
regulars.
gonna leave it out without.
Joe Dirt's a classic too.
Yes, that's a classic.
David Spade.
Yeah. House of Cards, man.
He was in House of Cards.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Oh yeah. Until he got fired.
Oh.
Until he got fired for that thing. Yeah.
You're not thinking of Kevin Spacey, are you?
No. I know David Spade.
Okay.
Spade. Dude, speaking of that, you ever seen Designated with Mike? What's his name? Designated Survivor.
No, I have not.
You miss out on a lot of shows. Though.
I know. And I've come to terms with that. I'm okay with that.
God, sit your ass down at home and watch something. I watch that in your car, cause bro, there's a lot of good flicks out there, man.
Yeah.
And messing with Netflix, they got you watching all these series. You can watch the series at the time you want to, and then just stop. And then when you go back, that's why I like jumping different shows.
Yeah.
That I can just go back and watch, back and watch.
You ever watched one of my favorite shows ever is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No.
You watched it?
Do you ever watch The Shy?
The what?
Shy.
No.
I gotta send you a list, dog. Gotta send you a list.
Of the very small handful of things that I'll recommend to you that I've seen a lot of, It's Always Sunny is one of those things. It's fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
It's so great. Especially the first 10 seasons.
No.
Because that's what I've watched up to. I haven't really watched past that. I think they're on season like 14 or 15 now. But those, because I binge watched that. I was still in high school, so I had the time to do it. I binge watched all of It's Always Sunny from the beginning to up until what was current, which was season 10. That show is great, especially starting from season 2 when Danny DeVito joins the main cast.
Yeah.
He freaking makes that show.
Oh, no, for real.
That show is fantastic.
I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I be watching them old shit, too.
Yeah.
Like Magnum P.I.
Okay.
I could watch the A-Team over and over and over and over again.
Those are shows that I know through osmosis, but never actually experienced.
Oh, my God. Where's Uncle Rob when you need him? I in the back when you need him. The A-Team, Magnum P.I., bro. Jesus Christ, man. Knight Rider.
Good one.
Classic.
Another one I'm familiar with, but not watched.
Class. 23. He's 23, James. I know. Relax. I got to tell myself that. 23 years old. You got to do your homework. Damn, dude. One of my peoples, man, everybody's mad at him right now is Kodak Black. First of all, people are mad.
Why people mad?
Because he did an interview on Drink Champs. That's my boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's my Zoe. But damn, Kodak.
What do you do?
Nothing, man. A lot of rappers are mad because the thing is, these people get pissed off of somebody's honest opinion about certain things, and I don't know if you understand why you would get mad because somebody's being straight up honest about the way they feel about a situation. They interview, they ask him questions to get answers. They got everybody coming for him. 21 Savage.
Well, what happened? What did they ask him? What did he give his hot take on?
Situations that happened between them two.
Okay.
And
fill me in. Give me the gist.
For example, I'm gonna have to read it to you, man, 'cause that interview was long. I'm gonna have to read this shit. I'm gonna have to read this. Hold on.
You ever watch the show Atlanta?
Oh my God, yes, yes, yes,
I
yes.
I
With
didn't
Glover.
I didn't watch past season 1.
Uh,
Uh, but that first season's fucking great.
no, dog. I keep watching it.
I want to. The only reason I didn't.
Get caught up on that motherfucker because they're about to come right back
Actually, no.
around
I
too.
think I did watch season 2. Isn't there 3 or 4 now?
It's 4 seasons now.
4. I think I did watch season
Yeah.
2.
I think they signed for up to 6 seasons. I think.
But that first season is great.
Yeah, that's what got me hooked.
Yeah.
That's what got me hooked.
I think the only reason I didn't go further was because at the time that I watched it, more stuff hadn't come out yet, and so my attention went to other things and never came back.
Shit.
But man, that show is where I first heard of that one actor, Lakeith something. I'm going to IMDb again. Lakeith. I know it'll come up. Lakeith Stanfield. He's also in. You'll know his face if you don't know his name. He's in. He was in Get Out. He's in Atlanta. He's in the Eric Andre show apparently. One time he's on Knives Out. He was in Uncut Gems also actually. Wow. Sorry to Bother You. He's a bunch of stuff. But Atlanta was the first thing I ever seen him in, and his character he plays in that is freaking hilarious.
Oh,
My favorite scene that I always like quote with one of my boys. Do you remember this where he pulls up to his parents' house and Lakeith gets out the car and he's talking to his homie's dad. He's like, "That's a nice tree. Can I measure your tree?"
Yeah.
he's like another time, man. And he's like, "Man,
shit.
another time." That basically means no.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody say another time? There's no other time, bro.
Can I measure your tree? Like, what the fuck, bro? I just love how they write that character.
But my mind is just going blank this fucking morning, man. I don't understand it.
Maybe you need a Red Bull today.
Oh God, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Maybe you need the Gatorade and Smart Water combo over here.
Oh, you taking what, you got your little sister trick or treating this year?
She's too young for that. She's not even a year old.
Yeah, no, you put them pumpkin. That's what they become when they toddlers and babies to be pumpkins.
I guess
for Halloween. Yes, you got to go up to the door and say trick or treat.
I don't even think she can eat the candy yet.
That's what we here for. Shit, I'm taking out all the Kit Kats, all the Snickers, all of that. Man, go ahead and go to bed, man. Daddy just looked out for you. Nah, man.
Don't worry, there's a razor in this one. I took it out.
Dude, you'd be surprised who I met this weekend. I met Mr. Hilburn. He is
Mr. Who?
Fisherman. He's a Hilburn.
Okay.
And he actually fishes for Michael Jordan.
Elaborate.
He fishes. He's a fisherman.
For Michael Jordan.
For celebrities, yeah. Get them the fresh fish.
Oh, okay. He fishes like for food.
Yeah.
For celebrities. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, damn. He's like, man, if you want some fresh fish, hit me up. I don't eat the fish, but I can cook the shit out of some seafood. So I'm going to have to explore those options.
How come you don't eat fish?
Allergies.
Oh, is it the same for other meat?
Yeah.
Or is it just diet health reasons?
The pork allergy. If seafood, I'm allergic.
Damn.
Man.
All seafood?
As far as I know, yes.
Damn.
Then you got what else? Then you have pretty much just turkey and chicken. That's all I can eat. Beef, it takes a long time to digest. It makes me nauseous. You know what I mean? It takes a long time to digest. So I stay away from the beef on purpose.
Okay.
But I cook everything, though. It's weird because when you don't eat something and you cook it, people tell you it tastes good. That's what I like the most. It's
My
been
favorite
good
meat.
stuff.
I think my favorite red meat,
Mhm.
or no, just my favorite meat. Period, is lamb.
What's so? I like people like lamb. What's special about lamb?
Lamb is so good, man. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Like culinary descriptions. I don't know any of the deep expert, knowledge of what makes it different or special, but I could tell you it is so good when it's done well. My grandfather, a few years in a row, or a couple years in a row at least, for Passover,
Mm-hmm.
he made roast lamb. Or maybe was it Passover? It was something. Maybe it wasn't Passover, but a couple years in a row for different feasts, holidays. He made roast lamb. That shit is bussin'.
What the hell does lamb taste like, dog?
So imagine, um, so you've had roast beef before,
Me?
like you've had it before, just in general, right?
No.
Never in your life,
And a Big Mac.
really. So how did you discover you're allergic to it without having it?
No, I don't. I choose not to eat beef.
Oh, okay, but your entire life though,
Mhm.
like even since like a child.
Yeah, it's made me nauseous.
Okay.
I think I don't know. I don't even know what my mom made. It made me nauseous, and I threw up, and I hated to throw it up, so I just never ate it.
Okay, I'm trying to think of another description then, because it's like, it's lamb is can be a little bit more gamey,
Mm-hmm.
but in a subtle way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's when it's roast and it's done right, it becomes extremely fall off the bone tender and just melts in your mouth. It is so good. And I'm not sure what else to compare it to because it's a little bit maybe a little bit like, well, no, bison is really lean.
Mm.
I almost want to say it tastes close to bison, but it's not lean in the same way bison is.
So what do you eat with lamb?
Any whatever, same stuff you would normally eat, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could pair it the same way you pair with steak with whatever vegetables and
rice,
potato,
and stuff
rice,
like that.
whatever.
Alright.
You eat the same kind of stuff,
Okay.
but the meat itself is very. I don't know if anybody listening has a better description. Feel free. I'm not really sure how to describe it.
Damn.
It's really good though.
Mm.
Maybe you should try it. I don't know if it would.
I don't know. Somebody said something about oxtails one time. They was like, "Dude, you ever seen an ox?" I was like, "I don't know." And why Jamaicans always say we're going to buy oxtail? I was like, I don't know. Man.
Oxtail is also really good.
But is it real oxtail?
I don't know. How would I verify? I don't know how to verify.
Exactly.
But how do you verify anything?
I can verify what a chicken look like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Shit.
But can you verify what's in that chicken tender? No.
No. No.
Can you verify what's in a McChicken?
Very, very smart there. Yeah, you on some old shit this morning, bro.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Sometimes at a restaurant, you're taking it for their word.
You taking your chances. Yeah, exactly. You taking your chance. That's why I like rather cooking for myself because I don't like taking those chances, dog.
I'll take the chance if it's a restaurant that is reputable because, like, what do they? I feel like there's very few circumstances where they have anything to gain by tricking you.
Yeah.
Like the only thing I could think of is like a really broke ass Chinese restaurant, serving up raccoon, like that type stereotype. I don't think it's common, but I'm sure it exists.
But sometimes you go places, you just gotta look at your food and make sure it is what it is.
Yeah.
You see that? It's like what they said. What's that? Rick Ross's spot called Wingstop.
Oh, Rick Ross on Wingstop?
Yeah.
Okay.
He owns a bunch of Wingstops. And they said, we're out of thighs. We're out of wings, but we got plenty of thighs.
Yeah, they started Thigh Stop, right?
No, they just, it was an advertisement. And I'm sitting there like, if you out of wings.
There was a wing shortage for a little while.
Yeah, but that's you ain't got no wings, but you got thighs. I ain't never seen a chicken just walk around with a thigh with no wing on it.
I know,
You get what I'm saying, bro?
but I think the shortage probably came from. I feel like
they have to be short of chicken because they can't just be short of one piece of a chicken. It
No,
just takes the whole
but-
chicken to lose.
no, but they could be short on if they're separating the wings and thighs and everything out, and the wings are way more in demand. They'll sell quicker and they'll run out quicker, whereas the thighs and everything else will sit around a little longer.
See, they just did it again.
What?
Damn. Shit. You did it. I ain't never thought about that shit.
I mean, it's all supply and
Devin's on
demand.
point this fucking morning, dog. What the fuck? Holy shit.
Well, I worked in a restaurant while that
It's the
wing shortage was
packaging.
happening.
Yeah, because they got to ship them all. Okay.
Because we would buy wings in bulk in a big box that were separated into bags, and it's nothing but wings. And the restaurant doesn't sell breasts or no, sorry, they do sell breasts, but for different stuff. But they don't sell thigh. So, you know what I mean? So like that the market for who is selling thigh is probably a much smaller market.
No, clear that shit up for me, bro. That shit bothered me for a good 6 months, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I feel like therapy over here this morning, man. Devin's on point.
Talking you through a lot of problems today.
Yeah. That is what's up, man. And another thing, man, what's the last time you saw a commercial with Chinese food? Ooh.
The only commercials I could think of, well, okay, so I don't really see commercials much to begin with. Again,
Not even an ad, bro.
well,
Those are considered commercials now.
yeah, they are.
They
They
call
are.
them ads.
They are. No, they are. But I think I take in a lot less ads than maybe the average person because I pay for YouTube and that removes the ads.
Shit, you thought YouTube is like damn near $80 a month, bro.
What?
It's like $79 for YouTube. How much you
No, I pay 10
pay? How the see more? How you pay $10 for YouTube?
because that's how much it costs.
You talking about
YouTube
no.
Premium. You're talking about YouTube TV, maybe?
Yeah,
YouTube TV, I don't know how much that costs.
yeah.
That's a whole different animal.
It's like $79.
I'm talking about YouTube. YouTube Premium is just it's YouTube. There's basically three main things that you get out of it, right? When you pay for YouTube Premium, it used to be called YouTube Red.
Okay.
And they changed it to YouTube Premium. There's three things. One, you get all ads removed from watching YouTube. Period. So you won't have a video interrupted by an ad, which I hate that shit.
Oh, for real?
You won't have that. Then number two, you also get YouTube Music added in, like as another service for the same price.
For what?
$10, right? Actually, it might be 12. I think it's 10 or 12.
Gee, man.
But so you get YouTube, no ads. You also get the ability to download videos, so you can watch them offline in the app.
Okay.
Like that's not very useful for me, but I could see it being useful for somebody who like travels a lot, maybe, and they don't have a connection all the time.
That's me.
Right. So if you're on a plane or a long ride somewhere where you don't have internet, you could go on YouTube ahead of time, and you're like, okay, I want to watch this thing.
Oh, you go ahead of time. You can download all that.
You could download it, and then when you don't have internet, you can watch it.
Oh shit.
So there's that. There's no ads.
Ain't that boot?
There's YouTube Music.
Ain't that bootlegging?
No, not when they allow you to do it. And then there's you download it to the app. You don't download it to your device.
Okay.
Basically, you can't like.
It's not enough storage either. It's gonna kill you if you download it to your device. Storage is crazy.
Well, it'll download to your device, but not like I can't drag it and drop it and save it and put it onto a drive or something like that. It doesn't work like that. But the other main thing that YouTube Premium is good for, if it's something you care about, which I do, is when I forget the exact in and outs of how it works, but a portion of your payment for YouTube Premium actually goes to the people that you watch, which is a nice benefit for them.
Shit.
So if there's somebody that you subscribe to,
if I'm watching your podcast, a portion of what I'm paying goes to.
And I don't know exactly how they divvy it up. I don't know if it's you have to be subscribed. I don't know if it's a certain amount of watch time, but I know that there is a portion of that fund that goes to people you watch.
Okay.
So those are a bunch of benefits right there that to me make it worth it
Yeah.
because I watch a lot of YouTube to begin with.
That's it, that $10 a month. That ain't nothing.
You know, Apple does some sneaky shit. Apple does some sneaky shit because if you try to sign up for because Apple, they try to take a percentage of anything that you buy on the App Store, right?
I swear.
So if you try to get YouTube Premium through an iPhone or an Apple device, they charge you $12.99. But if you make your account on anything else, like if you just go on the website, it's $10.99. And then, so if like you have an iPhone, right? Or you don't, but I do. I make my account on the website.
I feel bad for you.
Well, I don't. The way you get around this is if you just go on the normal website, make your account there, make your payment there, and then sign into the account on your phone, then you've circumvented that. Okay. But they still get they still rope a lot of people in who just don't know, just by making it like a forced thing.
Like everything else they do.
Yeah.
Everything else.
Apple's supposed to have an event tonight, actually. Unveiling some new shit, I think.
Some stuff they stole from Samsung.
I think they're going to be unveiling some new iMacs.
They always stealing our stuff, though. They always stealing our stuff, man. I always showed them the next feature they was going to steal.
What's that?
The next feature they're going to steal off of Samsung.
What do you think it is?
The pictures.
What about it? What about them?
When you can just go like this, and he took a picture. Do a selfie group.
With a hand gesture?
Yeah. You ain't know that?
No.
Yeah. That's different.
I can't think of many scenarios where I would use that. What? It's cool. It's
no,
cool, but
if you say you at dinner and everybody's behind you, you're at the table, you set your phone down, and everybody's there. All you do is just, and it's click. I use mine probably to show off, of course. Yeah. But I use that just to just cause. Like
in practice, I'm not saying it's not cool. It is cool.
It's cool as hell. Y'all can't do
it.
But
in practice, is it any more useful than just having a timer that will take the picture?
Oh no,
it's kind of the same.
It's just cool.
It's just cool. It is cool. It is cool. I'll give it to you.
Not everybody can do it.
I'll give it to you. It's cool.
You just gonna sit back. Are y'all ready? Okay, cool. You ain't got a timer. And then you can just sit there. We're good. Move on. So Apple can't do it.
They could if they wanted to.
Apple's like the Cowboys to me. If they can't do something, and we can do it. Please.
I don't know if that's the best analogy though, because Apple is.
I know they're doing a lot of shit.
They make a lot of money. They have a huge market.
So that's Samsung.
No, they do.
So that's the opposite. Because man.
And Samsung makes the screens that Apple uses.
Dude, if you look at Apple, it's a Samsung, bro.
In a lot of ways, except for the chip.
Yeah.
Except for the processor.
Yeah.
A lot of the components come from Samsung, from Sony, from the camera tech usually comes from Sony because Sony is big, pretty advanced with camera technology. So I'm pretty sure the camera and the iPhones are Sony, and the screens are Samsung. The chips are Apple. They used to be Intel.
Yeah.
Actually, for the iPhones, I don't know if that's true. They might have been Apple for a long time for that. I don't know, but that's weird. The tech industry is weird in that way, where the name brand, they sell their own stuff, but then behind the scenes, the factories are selling their stuff to other companies that are reselling it again.
Yep.
It's very strange.
Yes, indeed. Shit, man. Let me see what we got coming up this week, man. Hopefully, Lionel can make it in tomorrow. I think Unc is coming Wednesday. Um,
Don't forget to let me know if we have any episodes with more than 4 people, because I got to bring in some extra gear for that.
yeah, I don't think we're gonna have more than 4 people.
What's the last time that you got a piece of tech, anything, that it felt like a big jump from the last thing you had, like a big upgrade?
Could it be software?
Anything, tech related.
I can't even say it on camera.
Why not?
Damn,
You can't.
it is work related.
Oh boy. Some industry secret type shit.
It's not a secret. It's just one of them. Okay, I'll tell you what. One of them. I just got a new night vision binoculars with the cameras in it, and you could just like if I'm surveying, I could just take a picture from my binocular, and it take the pictures, upload the pictures, and everything.
That's cool.
That shit is
That's pretty dope.
Bro, that shit is clean, man. And that's the low hanging fruit I guess I'm giving you.
That's
Oh,
so
yeah.
big though.
Oh, the other stuff.
Night vision is
like-
crazy because for a long time, up until like recent years, I want to say,
Mhm.
night vision, like real high end night vision,
Yeah,
that's like only the military had that.
yeah. I got the real, high end.
Until like I want to say in the last 10 years or so, it started kind of becoming cheaper.
You like drones?
Yeah, like drones.
Mm-hmm.
Started becoming a little bit more advanced, a little cheaper for more people to have access to it.
Yeah. What do you think about the drones?
Drones are dope. I think just like,
Everything else?
just like any technology, it's a
Mhm.
tool and that could be used for good or bad
Yeah.
based on who's using it
I
and
heard
why.
that- I heard
But
that-
overall, drone technology is really sick.
I heard the government-
One of my good friends, one of my best friends actually,
Mhm.
he's getting his commercial drone flying license
Mhm.
so he can do some work with it, like, drone footage
You gotta get a license.
Yeah.
To use the what?
for commercial use. Yeah, you have to be licensed.
What the fuck?
If you want to make money off it, you have to be licensed.
So what does test look like?
I don't know. I know there's an exam he has to do. He has to study a lot of airspace laws and stuff.
Mhm.
His exam is coming up early next month.
Mhm.
He should come on the show. You
Let's
met him.
do
It's,
it.
it's my boy Trey. You know him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Trey, cool.
I want to get him on here soon, but I just don't know when is appropriate. But he should be on here.
That's called his ass right now. Like, what are you doing, bro?
I don't think he's up right now,
Like, what
but
are you, let's wake him up.
I could text him. I'll be like, hey, you up?
You up? What you doing, Trey? He gonna be like, Joe, stop playing with me, man. He's so cool. He's so laid back, man. It's like all y'all got the same energy, though. All y'all. So, yo, I've been beefing with people on Monopoly game, dog.
You been beefing people on Monopoly?
Shit.
Hold up. Okay, we got to unpack that.
Yeah, it's serious, Dad. I promise you.
Are you? Is this like on Facebook or something?
Yeah, man. That shit. I got people like I got blocked a few times.
You got blocked playing.
I got blocked a few times. You can knock people's houses over.
Yeah.
They don't like that shit, man. He said, my homeboy was like, "What up, bro? You gonna start knocking them houses down?" I was like, "Shit, cause you gotta revenge this." And my problem is every time I stop knocking somebody's house down,
Mhm.
I go in my revenge list. They on my list.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I had to go to my peoples. I had the thing on their name so I can knock this shit down. I was like, look, man, you knock my shit down first. I'm gonna knock your shit down, then we have a truce. I just want to come to your face and tell you face to face with the phone in my hands, like, I'm gonna do it.
Bro, I see a lot of my friends are really hooked into Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
And I got friends that beef over it because, how you can like capture gyms,
Mm-hmm.
and those gyms are tied to real life locations.
Yeah.
So like I'll have friends that are on opposite like teams or whatever, but they're at the same place in real life,
Yeah.
and they're fighting over taking control of that gym.
That's just crazy.
I never got sucked. A lot of social media games never hooked me. A lot of mobile games don't really hook me.
See, and it's this Monopoly game got me. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm.
And my favorite of all time is Tetris, bro.
Tetris is hella fun.
Yeah.
Addicting.
I get lost in Tetris.
You know, there's a battle royale Tetris game
What?
called Tetris 99, I think is what it's called. And it's basically you playing Tetris, but you're also competing against 99 other people. And the game, I think it's like based on your points, your score, and it narrows down to, people get,
No, you go ahead.
people get ejected from the game if they're not able to like keep up or whatever.
Seriously?
And it gets narrowed down to like the top 2 and then eventually top 1.
It's like spades online. I like spades online. I don't like the rules like domino. I remember I had a Capricorn a couple of times and they kept my damn Capricorn. They gave me 1 point. They gave me 1 point, man. So we circled the block this morning on. I wish sometimes I wish Matt was here because sometimes his psychological aspect of things is like beautiful. Maybe tomorrow we have to recircle back to these gut violence shootings and all that stuff. But I don't want to dwell too much on them because everybody's talking about them. You know what I mean? Shit. So we got what? Thanksgiving's just a few days away now. After the first
Thanksgiving
is
is
over,
close.
After the first is over, you gonna see Christmas come, New Year's come.
I feel like my favorite part of the year is that time between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah, it's a short time.
It's a short time, but it's always the most. It's my favorite weather, and it's also like the most. It feels like it's the most relaxed time of the year, for the most part. People are chill, hanging out with family and stuff.
No,
You don't think so?
You think so?
I think so.
I think the most laid back time of the year is between, I would say, October and that's it. Between September and the fall. For some reason, the fall is like people. You got with November and December, you got these holidays, and people go crazy on the holidays.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I could say like right before you get it to the holiday, that late August or September.
I think I have the best memories though between
Oh yeah,
Thanksgiving and Christmas.
hey, that depends on your parents too. If you're getting something or not. That's what you look forward to is because everybody's out shopping, they're putting up the Christmas trees, families flying in and out. It's like shoot, I don't want to be anywhere. Like the other day, even like in Fort Pierce for a Halloween party, I'm like, damn, it's a lot of people. That whole street was wall covered from wall to wall. We ended up watching the street cams. We ended up watching those. Let me see something real quick.
I just love. I've always liked. Maybe it's because I'm younger and like the school breaks
Mm-hmm.
happen around that. Like summer is one thing.
Oh, now from a kid point of view, you 23, James. He's 23. Okay.
But I feel like that
he's 23.
time frame of Thanksgiving ish,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit before, up until Christmas. That time frame is the most. That's the time of the year that I look forward to the most.
Mm-hmm.
Not because of like gifts and Christmas and stuff, but just because the vibes change.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like people are more like, yeah, people are definitely scrambling because of travel or shopping or whatever, but it's also kind of, there's a lot more like, usually you get surrounded with family you don't see all the time, or your friends are having a party for this or that reason,
Mm-hmm.
or I just feel like there's more relaxed. People want to hang out more, and there's almost like more free time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not universally. Like I know not everybody,
Right.
but I feel like in general, there's like a vibe. There's a different vibe.
I see. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But yeah, you know what I've been watching a lot? It's the battle rap.
The what?
The battle rappers. I don't know.
What about him?
Because back when they used to battle rap, they used to be like it's like they used to rap, and then when the battle rap era came, it's like two guys that's sitting there and they just snap on each other, back and forth with no beat. I had to get used to battle rappers. But they used to rap back with no beat, but it used to be like in a song. You know what I mean? You could hear it, but these guys are actually just talking through their battles. I think that shit is cool. Uh-huh.
Battle rapping, just like with freestyle rapping,
Mm.
is a very impressive skill.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, some of the stuff they put together, I'm sitting there, I'm just watching the way it kind of just. I love hip hop, but it just took the rap game from this to this, and they getting paid off that shit now. They getting mad bread. This boy the batting for like $150,000 a head.
What's that show?
Jesus Christ!
What's that show? That's really popular. That's like kind of about battle rapping.
The movie, you mean?
No, there's a show.
Not Wally now.
That's what I was thinking of. I think.
Yeah, they do. They it's like real comedic though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like real funny, bro. These guys, they be in that motherfucker going toe to toe,
Yeah.
toe to toe, disrespectful toe to toe. I was like, shit, what the hell? How
That's why I like about.
How you gonna let them say that and walk away,
That's why I like about roast.
dude?
Like a good roast.
Yeah, they make roast sounds clean.
But what's one of the things I love about roasts is you get somebody who, a really well accomplished person, and they get them to sit down and agree to let people talk shit about them for a couple hours, and it's all in good fun.
Man,
But a lot of shit gets stirred.
And it's funny, not a lot of people can take shit like that. Because, God, they be coming for you. I'm like, yo, no, sir.
Do you ever watch the show? Speaking of internet shows, you ever watch Kill Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And like I said, it's one of those that I watch in and out.
Yeah.
I'm in it and I'm
I
out.
mostly watch it when there's guest hosts that I am familiar with.
Mm.
For the most part.
Yeah, my homeboy, I had a couple of show ideas and he told me to watch that. Like before I did my other show, he was like, "Just watch Kill Tony." The platform was kind of similar to what you.
I actually wanted to do something similar to that too.
Yeah,
maybe we'll have to make that happen.
Might have to do that
because we had an idea for open mic to do a spin-off thing that was comedy related. That was like basically. I'm not shy to say it. We basically wanted to rip off the Kill Tony idea.
See, at least you're honest about this.
Yeah,
shit.
well, I'm not gonna lie. We wanted to rip off. We pretty much wanted to rip off the idea. But the only issue with it is I feel like it'd be a lot harder to do here just because there's not as big of a comedy scene.
Out here? Well, I don't know.
Well, there's not as big of a comedy scene. Plus, how would you convince a bunch of people to sign up for something that they're gonna get shit on after doing? You know what I mean? How do you get? Because like getting people to sign up to do comedy, I feel like is a lot harder than getting people to sign up to sing or to play music or whatever. Because I feel like there's a lot more amateur musicians out here than there are amateur comedians.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree. I must agree with that.
So like building a show around that, around local scene, I feel like would be a bit challenging.
I don't know. For our sake, they're good though.
But that was mostly music, wasn't it?
That was music. It was poetry. It wasn't comedy.
Right.
It wasn't comedy. So that's where the I guess the challenge would be.
Yeah.
It's that part right there. That part. But
I love Kill Tony though. That shit is so funny.
yeah, no, dude, it's entertaining. I see why you want to rip it off. You know, it stands out. There's nothing like it. Nobody's doing what they're doing.
And I didn't know that they've been going for so long.
Yeah,
They've been doing that for like 10 years.
Nobody's doing what they're doing, man. And they make their money and they do their thing. So you want to rip that off? By all means, cast me, bro.
We were talking about calling it Kill Devin.
Kill Devin. Shit. It's got a ring to it.
Yeah, because we were going to flip the script and basically I don't want to, man, maybe I shouldn't put all this out there. But who cares? We were going to.
Somebody going to try to rip you off, bro.
We were going to, well, if they rip us off, we didn't even do it yet. So, I mean, you ahead of the game. But me and Trey, we do open mic, right? So we had spitballed the idea of doing this Kill Tony ripoff thing, calling it Kill Devin, and flipping it around where I host, he does the sound, and then we get a rotating co-host, just like Kill Tony. They have different co-hosts, different guest hosts or whatever that come in. We wanted to have different, interesting local personalities to come in to judge and critique the stand-up.
Okay.
I still think we could do it. It'd be something that it would be challenging. It would take a bit of marketing to make it happen, I think, but
I'd be a part of that.
It'd be fun.
I'd be a part of that. That sounds like it'd be fun. Just to roast the motherfucker? Yeah, go home and just start writing shit.
Well, it's not just roasting. It's, you got to give them an opportunity. You got to give the contestant, the person who signed up.
How long do they have, though, in between?
Well, Kill Tony, they give him a minute. They give him 60 seconds.
Damn, to roast somebody?
No, not to roast somebody. They give him 60 seconds to do their own material, whatever it is. And they're randoms. There are people who sign up that have never. Sometimes there are people who've never done comedy ever before in their life, and this is literally their first time ever. Sometimes it's people who have like dabbled and been doing it for a couple years, but they're not successful yet. And then after they're done, they'll do a little interview, get to know the person. This is not timed. The interview part is just free form. They interview them, get to know them better. Sometimes they're going to make fun of their performance if they're really bad. Sometimes they'll give them some pointers on how to be better. Sometimes they'll praise them if they're actually good. It's a mixed bag. It's not always just straight shitting on them. But there's a lot of shitting on them because there's a lot of not good comedians out there too.
I like the. I think my best roaster is Kevin Hart.
I don't think I've ever seen him roast people.
Oh my god, that motherfucker will roast the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Period.
I have a hot take.
Kevin Hart hit real, because I seen when he did Shaq. I seen him do Shaq. I seen him do Flavor Flav. And them shits was nasty. I was like, God.
I have kind of a hot take about Kevin Hart.
What is it?
Doesn't really entertain me anymore. I feel like his first couple of specials from back in the day, where he first kind of came on the scene, were funny.
I told that to somebody the other day.
You feel the same way?
Yes.
I feel like he's not.
Everything is repetitive.
It's the same kind of gimmick.
Exactly the same.
He's short, black, and loud, and that's his whole thing.
It's the same shit. It's like Dad, talk about something else.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you can watch like my favorite. To be honest with you, bro, besides David Chappelle, because
Mhm.
David Chappelle's
I love Dave
he's on a
Chappelle.
level by himself.
He's
Like
yeah,
he's
he's
a whole different
godly.
stratosphere. Yeah, I don't even compare him to these
No,
comedians out here. But it's whatchamacallit. I like D-Ray. I think he's been in the game for a minute. He put time in.
I actually don't know that name. D-Ray?
D-Ray Davis.
Okay.
Yeah, he's funny as hell. But Cat Williams, you could watch his fucking stand-ups back to back to back, and he hit you with something different. Kevin Hart said it's like, sis, it's the same things. This is my son and my daughter and my dad.
Yep.
And I'm like, get something different.
I can't hate on the man
No, he's doing his thing.
for getting
He's
the
doing-
bag, doing what he got to do.
He's getting the big ass fucking
But
bag.
man, yeah, I don't know.
He's getting a big bag, but it's just the fact that it's like, even, even the movies, even in the movies,
saying he's the same character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in the movie. The only movie I liked when he did was what's the name of that movie on Netflix he did? Oh man. It showed damn, I forgot the name of the movie.
Was it with
Netflix.
The Rock?
No.
He's done a bunch of movies
I
with The
swear
Rock.
to God, that wasn't with The Rock. It was the one with Wesley Snipes.
Okay.
Shoot, let me look it up real quick. Let me look it up.
I'm gonna look it up also.
Damn.
I'll look it up while you keep talking.
Forgot the name of it, but he played a comedian in the movie, but it showed the other side of being a comedian, being out there getting
Oh, was this Funny People?
funny people.
There was a movie about comedians where a lot of them played themselves, I think.
No,
But I
it
think that was an
just-
Adam Sandler movie.
It was just
or-
Kevin Hart himself.
Okay.
It was Kevin Hart.
Do you know what year approximately?
Shit, I think I was 2021. No, 2020. 2021, 2022.
Okay. I'm looking. I'm just gonna read out a bunch of names of stuff he's been in. Between 2022 and 2021. True to Size. Back That Year Up. Me Time. David A. Arnold. It Ain't for the Weak. I don't know what that is. Confessions from the Heart. Right to Offend.
Just put if you can put
Finding Tamika.
Kevin Hart. Let me see.
I'm looking at his IMDb. True Story.
True story. That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
It's a mini series.
Bro, that shit was like
With Wesley Snipes. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
that shit was really, 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 really good. That shit was really good. Like he actually like you could tell he could be like a Will Smith if he wanted. He could play serious roles. He got it in him. He's a really good actor. That's the movie that kind of made me respect him as an actor. And believe it or not, after I saw that movie with him, yeah, it kind of like I don't know. It kind of like bust him in the head though, because now I see him as an actor, not a comedian.
I feel like he's been making that transition for a minute though.
Yeah, but it's
I think he's been doing that.
but
But
certain
mostly
peop-
comedy movies though.
certain people can act, and then go like Bernie Mac used to act. He'll do stand up. Cedric the Entertainer can act and do stand up and still be funny.
You know who else I don't really like as a comedian?
Mm-hmm.
Who I like for everything else he does, but not as a comedian?
No.
Joe Rogan.
He doesn't move me.
I like the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
what he's done there. I don't really follow UFC that much,
Mhm.
but I like seeing Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan, that's a bad man right there.
Yeah. And I like
One of the best.
things that he's been in, but
Yes.
the stand up of his that I've watched, I've never really it didn't really move me.
He got one of the best sidekicks in the business, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, it's fierce.
Man, it's dangerous, man. So, you got Joe Rogan, Kevin Hart.
Who are some of your favorite current day comedians. Like, I'm not saying greatest of all time, but I'm saying just like relevant right now. Who are some of your favorites that are on the scene right now?
No. Cat's still on the scene, so I'm gonna say Cat Williams.
Is he still doing?
Heck yeah. Cat's still touring.
Okay,
I'm gonna say Cat.
I didn't even know that.
Mm-hmm. D. Ray Davis is still touring. He's still doing his thing. Oh shit. Damn, I forgot this kid's name. Forgot his name.
Describe.
Nice skinned kid. He used to make he used to make fun of Fat Joe. I forgot his name, but
I don't know.
he's funny. He used to call himself Slim Joe. Instead of
Slim
Fat
Joe.
Joe. Yeah. Oh yeah. You go to YouTube and find him real quick. He used to call himself Slim Joe.
Call himself Slim Joe.
Yeah, he's a comedian that was like actually he was just trolling Fat Joe.
Okay.
With the Fat Joe show. Damn,
I don't know.
What the hell is his name?
It's not. I'm trying to look it up. I don't even know. Well, one of my favorites. I guess while you're finding that,
Yeah.
my favorites right now, I really freaking love Theo Vaughn. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, he's okay.
I think he is a different kind of mind. Not that he's like not a Dave Chappelle genius type of level, but I'm saying he think about shit completely differently.
Mm.
You know? And I love to hear his takes on stuff. And he's also has such like an almost like innocent demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
He's really funny. You know, another show that I watched that I binged on YouTube though, well, not on TV, was it was a Comedy Central. It was by Ari Shafir. It was
Avion Crockett. That's his name.
Who?
Avion Crockett.
Avion Crockett.
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny as hell,
Looked it up.
man.
Comedy Central show called "This Is Not Happening" by Ari Shafir. He's the one who started it. It's not running anymore. It had a few seasons or whatever. I think a couple seasons. It was hosted by Ari at first, and then I forget the other guy's name. It doesn't matter. But the whole premise of the show was it was comedians coming up, and instead of doing like a regular set that they would do, it was primarily about telling life stories. And a lot of them have to do like a lot of them give you a lot of insight about who that person is too. And it's really interesting to hear like backstory about their life delivered in a comedic sense.
I ain't gonna lie. I like the comedy, but I'm a big forensics files freak.
You a true kind of guy?
True, IDTV, True TV.
You and
sitting there, bro.
You and every white woman in the country, basically. They love that shit,
bro. Especially you. I like Snapped. When they snap, oh shit. Oh no, man. Cause you tell you something, man. That's when everybody's like, you could do this together. I said, ain't no way you gonna commit a crime and get away with it.
It's hard.
I said, you're gonna leave something behind. You're gonna miss a step. You just can't. I was like, don't do it. And they get mad at me. They're like, you should be mad at this person or that person. I'm sitting there like, no. I learned to say my favorite thing is I'm gonna leave it up to karma.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it up to karma because karma will catch you. I ain't got time for that shit, man. I was Like, you gotta take that shit, leave it up to karma, let karma handle you for a minute, and be good with it, man. Now, Daniel Jones has a neck injury. Damn, Giants are just done, bro. Shit. Running back is hurt. Quarterback is hurt. Roosevelt, what's up, birthday boy?
You got a birthday boy? What's his name?
Yeah, Roosevelt. His
Happy
birthday
birthday.
was I think about a few days ago. Good dude, man. I call him Mayor. He got that Rick Ross beard. Oh yeah. Smooth dressing. You never know. I ain't gonna put Roosevelt's age out there, but the boy is fresh though. The boy is fresh. I give him that. I give him that. He just came on. How you gonna come on 10 minutes before the show is over, Roosevelt? It's okay. I appreciate you still, man.
Why would you do that to us?
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, bro. So, what else you got planned for the day, Dad?
Honestly, for today, I don't even know what's going on. So I'm taking it one step at a time. I don't know what this week has in store for me.
It's gonna be a long week, man.
I think so too.
And next week's gonna be even longer, though.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it's getting closer to the holidays, bro.
Yeah.
It's getting close to the holidays. Everybody's plate is getting full.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving decisions coming up.
The only thing I know for sure is I should have a new episode of my podcast coming this week.
Yeah, thank you.
Whenever I can get around to it.
Yeah.
But that's all I know. Maybe 2 episodes.
Now we supposed to be. I think we're gonna start shooting stuff at the studio. Start producing a couple of shows through KNG network, bro.
Cool.
Now I'm excited for that, man.
Me too.
I'm excited for that. Just we got Janelle on the team for the sponsors, and we're putting together a writing team too.
That's cool.
Put together a team of writers, and space wise, we got some surprise coming. I think we're gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be fine, man. But today was just today was a weird Monday.
Yeah.
It was a weird ass Monday though.
And I stayed up all night because I got home late, like super late. And I knew if I went to sleep and got up, I'd feel way worse. I'd feel so shitty and groggy. Because ain't nothing worse than like you're tired and you only get to sleep for like 2 hours and you wake up, you feel worse almost.
No, I feel better if I sleep 2 hours.
Oh, well, okay, you're different.
If I sleep 6 to 8 hours.
That doesn't apply to me.
Groggy.
That doesn't work for me.
Walking, and then I start getting headaches. And
yeah, nah. You built different. That's You're not the average motherfucker.
Shit. No, I mean, plus this weekend, we worked this weekend. It's hard to work and look for a fugitive on a holiday weekend like this.
Because they could be all over the place, huh?
Oh, my God. Then when you go out, it's so packed out there. And I'm just sitting there like, with all these shootings happening in the back of my head, I'm like, someone's going to start shooting some shit. They're going to have to fucking... and then you never know who the fuck it is. I could be standing right next to the shooter. So
that's what's fucked up too.
Yeah, bro.
You really
your
don't.
radar go up. That's why I'm like, I ain't feel comfortable. So I kind of like this. Like sometimes you gotta understand, man. We picked up one, and then just tell the guys, I'm like, you know what? If he's here, he good. We'll pick him up another time. But the bishop coming out in the crowd, and it's just not cool. Not cool. Just too many variables that can happen.
Yeah.
And come on. I really don't recommend that. I just want to go in neighborhoods, navigate. But when everybody's out,
yeah,
with costumes on, it's hard.
Oh, it's even worse too. The costumes. Bro, I didn't think about that.
On, man.
Oh yeah.
What the hell you gonna do?
Like you're looking for this face, but they all wear masks. I'm like, well, sucks.
Hey, Trump, come on, man, we gotta go. Finally got you.
Come on, Barbie.
Yeah. Good Ken at. You gotta get Ken out the closet, man.
I feel like I wouldn't even bother.
No, that's what happened. I was just like, you know what, dog? Let's just hit the houses and shit, man. because I think one ping said that was the location. I'm sitting here like, Clematis Street is the location.
Good luck.
Oh my God!
Is that even worth it? Is that even worth your time?
Because it gives you an address.
Yeah.
You just put the address in. As it said, Clematis Street. I was like, and I forgot. And I'm thinking it's just like the way they have it in Fort Pierce and shit. Though I forgot. I'm like, all right, cool, man. Let's head out there. Because sometimes people just be walking around and everything. It just slipped my mind that they'd be in costumes. So I get down there. I'm sitting here like, oh shit, everybody dressed up. Right from Rosemary, I knew it was a problem.
Speaking of dressing up in West Palm, last time I went out there, bro, I was at Propaganda.
Mm.
You familiar?
Yeah, I'm.
I was there because I got a boy that works there, and I was there hanging out for a show, and there was a dude that pulled up, and apparently he's like kind of a local celebrity. This dude that dressed up as Batman, straight up.
Yeah,
you know who this guy is?
Uh-huh. He
pulled up. I dapped him up, met him.
Yeah, I remember we did. We rented out the Spotlight to Monroe's. They had a big thing. He came pulling up in the Batmobile. Yeah. In the Batmobile, went inside, took pictures with everybody.
That's cool.
All that. He stayed out there for about, I think, 2 hours. Stayed from 10 to 12.
And I heard people say that he legit, like, he won't go after people, but he'll, like, be watching the streets and, like, call police and stuff.
I hope not.
Nah?
I hope not, because that car not real.
No. Well, that's what, I mean, not that he's actually chasing people, but I'm saying that he'll be out. This is just what I heard. I don't know. Because I was asking people, like when I met or when I saw him, I was asking other people, because they were acting like it was normal that this dude's just here dressed up as Batman. And I'm like, this is not.
No, down there it is.
Down there it is, apparently.
Down there it is.
And
yes.
according to the people I talked to, is that, yeah, he's a regular around this area, and he'll basically chill out in the middle of the night and just watch, just see what happens, and not get involved, but he'll call police.
And he ain't the youngest person in the world.
Mm.
I think he got some age on him, too. But no, I seen him. Came out. I was like,
that's a different type of confident.
Yeah. That car is bad, though. I was like, damn, the girls were taking pictures in the car and everything. I was like, shit. He loved the attention, though. Loved the attention. You ain't get a song yet?
We got 2 minutes.
Do you know what that sounds like? That sounds like when you go to, like, Christ Fellowship in the big churches. And they start playing that before church starts.
Oh, like this is the music they play to tell everybody to come sit down?
Yeah. I feel like I'm about to win something. You got change, try to read. Come on down. Man. But shit, man. What you got? Any last words? We got like a minute left, bro.
Shit. Look out for a new episode of Ghost of the Ox coming out. I want to have it out by tomorrow, but I can't promise that.
We got to talk about that tomorrow.
What's that?
Your podcast.
Okay.
I'll talk about that shit tomorrow.
On the show?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Ghost of the Ox. I want to know what it's about.
You've been on it. What do you mean?
I know, but you know how long I'm 49, but you know how long
you've been on it twice.
No, once.
No, you're on it twice.
No, once. I'm serious, once. We on it one time.
Sure.
Yeah, one time.
Huh.
One time.
Maybe you're right.
When I walked into the shop, one time.
I think you might have passed by and said something the first time, but weren't on it.
No. I think I did once. And I might have just said hi before.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
But we can get into that next time.
Yeah.
I want to get some of my boys that are on it regularly on here one day.
Yeah, let's do it.
Have a Ghost of the Ox takeover.
All right. I'm going to sit right where you at. I'm going to be the engineer.
All right.
Let y'all sit here and take over the show. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be you for Halloween next year.
You're going to be me for Halloween.
Yeah, I'll be you for Halloween, bro. Halloween is tomorrow, man. You know, tomorrow's Halloween, guys. You're going to, Devin's going to come dressed up as Davon.
Yeah.
I'm going to come
put on my black
up,
Air Forces.
Yeah, I'm going to come dressed up as Matt. with the beard and the
Big
scully
fake beard.
on. Yeah, with the scully on, y'all. But man, Real Talk with Jay. Peace.